a product gets made that everybody sees a thing immediately, yet somehow it went through all systems of checks and balances. Like, for something to hit a shelf with a mainstream as it gets license on it, I mean, if you're going to end up at Lids, okay, you've gone through a lot of people approving and approving and approving. And yet somehow it made it through graphic designers. It made it through Major League Baseball. It made it through New Era. And the minute everybody sees this product, they go, wait, what does that say? They put out, I hope you read about this yesterday, they put out a line of baseball caps. New Era did. And what do they call the
overlap,
right? So the idea is, and it's a fun idea, it goes back to the graffiti hats of the 90s that we loved, some of us more than others. Mainly me versus my dad. But the idea is, it's a baseball cap that has the city name of the team that you're supporting, and then stamped over the city name.
Well, not even. Like, because the Astros is just Astros. Oh, I'm sorry. So it's not Houston, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
It's Ashos.
Oh. Yeah. So there's a word then.
Yeah, there's a word.
Because the other one, it doesn't say Texans, it says...
Right, it says Texas.
Okay. So they just figure a word. It could be a team name. It could be a city.
Yeah, because I think the Mariners is also Mariners instead of Seattle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Was there another Seattle baseball team?
No.
Okay, so it's not like there's any rhyme or reason whatsoever. Like the Yankees, I understand. But then the Mets, it says New York on it. So it's like... It's just there is no rhyme or reason.
I mean, look at the fucking Rockies. It says Colorado Rockies. Like, they just got the whole thing in there.
Just whatever thing they want. And again, that
no rhyme or reason.
To me, that goes even further, because that means somebody was decision making enough to go, what are we going to put on this hat? Because it's not uniform across. Like, yeah, it says Dodgers. It says Detroit on the Tigers hat. It says Padres. It's Pittsburgh. But Brewers.
I guess just whatever.
Whatever is funner to say. Whatever rolls off the tongue easier. Maybe they were... I mean, you'd go, maybe they were checking things on, like, how it would look in the font. But if they were looking at any of this, they would know we've got some problems here. Like, the logo for the Red Sox is a B for Boston Red Sox.
Right.
But then they put Boston under it. So it's just... Boston. Boston. But what happens is, right, and then they put the team logo over the word that is supporting the team. Be it the city or the state, because Texas is a state. A lot of people don't know that. City or the state or the team name. Or
both.
Right, state and team. It says Colorado Rockies, so it could be state and team name. Is there any that it's the city and the state? Like Denver, Colorado, or wherever the Rockies
Chicago.
play. Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago looks okay.
Which one?
Oh, yeah, is it the blue one or the black one?
Oh, yeah, Chicago almost works out.
Yeah.
Because it's a C.
Mm-hmm.
Like, somebody actually for a second was like, well, if we just use the C for Cubs, because what happens is plastered over this word is the logo of the team. But they don't do anything to create depth of field. Like, they don't add any extra shadowing or anything.
Nope.
They just slap it right over it. And what they did, I don't know if anybody told them, is many teams, not just one or two, many teams in Major League Baseball use a letter for the logo. On the hat is a letter, right? Even the Orioles, they got that guy, but ultimately they need an O up there, right?
It's a bird, not a guy.
It's like a guy in a bird suit. I've never seen a bird look like that before.
I think it's a human-sized bird.
Right. Oh, okay. But they have those in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everywhere.
Okay. I've never
go to the Inner Harbor.
I've never been. Unfortunately, when you plaster a big letter over a name of a city or any other word, it changes the word. Because the letter is so big that it starts blocking out parts of the word. And especially in Texas, where there are so many Spanish-speaking people, they realized very quickly that when you take Texas and you put a big T and stamp it in the middle of it, you get the word tetas. Which, Troy, could you translate that for me? What's tetas?
Titties?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I believe it is Spanish for titties. So they already, I believe, had to remove that hat from circulation.
Why would you remove it, though? Because it would be a big seller.
I would think everybody would want the tetas hat.
That's a sweet fucking hat.
It's a great hat.
These were up and in stores for such a quick amount of time that they're literally selling for $1,000 on eBay.
$1,000 or best offer, OBO, or best offer.
But those are green. That is sold.
That is sold. Somebody paid $1,000 for the tetas hat?
Mm-hmm.
People are buying shit. This is what baseball card collecting has done. It has jacked up the value on everything, where it's just like been normalized that we would pay $1,000 for the tetas hat.
Hang on.
Wow. I mean, they were here and gone immediately. But
So fast.
I can't believe that the internet had to tell somebody that says tetas.
I mean, clearly it says tetas.
It's the only thing I read on that hat. They're like, oh, but Troy, if you saw somebody wearing a hat that said tetas, would you be like, oh yeah, I'm a fan as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I also.
Cool hat.
Yeah.
Me too.
Hey, where'd you get that hat? I also love that.
Ash hose, too.
Right,
Astros.
right. And then there's the Astros. And instead of it saying Houston, because they probably were like, well, if we write Houston, the Astros logo is an H
No, that'll look stupid.
with a star. Yeah. So they go, we can't do Houston with just an H in front of it, so let's do Astros. But because the star is so big, it'll take out the T and the R. So now it says ASHOS, Ashhose, which sounds like somebody saying assholes.
It's their punishment for cheating.
Yeah.
Or
okay.
ashy hose.
This one is this. Yeah, it could be ashy hose. This one I think is my favorite. The California, I guess it was the California Angels. Now it's the Los Angeles Angels
of Anaheim. I know.
The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. See, it would have been a big thrill for the city if they had just written Anaheim on it. Anaheim gets no love. When you go to Disneyland, people go, yeah, I'm going to Los Angeles. I'm going to Disneyland. Everybody goes, but Anaheim is the city. The residents of Anaheim would love that, but no. They wrote Angels. And then the Angels logo is an A. So the A takes out the G. So it says, it's not spelled correctly.
You know what it is.
It's anals.
It's the anals.
Too bad they don't play in the Bay Area.
The anals. Okay. There's again, we were talking, you wouldn't write so instead of writing Red Sox, you wrote Boston. And then there's a big B that knocks out, but the B now is so big and the Boston is smaller, so it knocks out the S and the T. So you just have a hat that says Bobon.
Bobon.
And people go, what is Bobon? And you're like, oh, it's a terrible idea is what it is. Okay, this is so stupid. This one's so dumb. It's for the
you got it.
Yeah, I'm used to seeing on a turquoise hat.
Go ahead.
The Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins.
Says it right there. It's the Marlins.
I remember when I think it's the Dolphins. The Marlins were so cool when they were an expansion team.
Yeah.
Remember when you first started, you didn't have to be from Miami or Colorado to rock your Marlins or Rockies gear in the 90s? Oh, are you kidding me? Plus it was purple for the Rockies and turquoise for the Marlins, and it's the 90s. We love color.
Yep.
But now, look what they've done to my Marlins, my precious Marlins. It says Miami on the hat, and it's the same M. For whatever reason, they use the M that they use as the logo for the Marlins, and it's the same N that they use to spell Miami.
That's the logo.
Except the M is so big that it takes out the I and the A, so it just says me.
MMMI Marlins.
Yeah, MMI. Me. The Washington Nawals, because Nationals is taken out by a W. The Nawals. This isn't. Philly has had so many wins lately, and they just got a Super Bowl victory. Now they want to support their baseball team. But it says, now this, I say Fippies. That's what I see. I think the L is too blocked. See, with the first L is definitely blocked. It says Phillies and then the big P over it. The first L is definitely blocked, but that hook of the P is blocking out the second L too. So I see Fippies.
I think they just asked the mayor how to spell Phillies.
P-H-I-P-I-E-S. Go Phillies. Yeah, Fippies. So, are all these hats taken down, or just the Tetas hat?
I think just the Tetas and the Ashos.
The Ashos was also removed.
Yeah,
it's very similar. Is that the thing? It's just too close.
And probably the anals.
The anals has to be gone.
Yeah.
Can we check if we can? Is anals going on eBay? Because if you could get anals cheaper than Tetas, I might invest in anals.
I think it's a matter of personal preference.
No, I guess you're right.
Let's spell it correctly.
Oh, you're putting in.
A-E.
You're putting in the way. I mean, that's what it says on the hat. ANAELS. This is officially licensed. No, we don't have any. Oh, complete. Yeah, there's $950 OBO.
Or best offer.
OBO.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I mean, I'd offer 75 on it. $75.
There's I don't know. Like you were talking about, how does this get through? How does this get passed?
It's crazy.
And early or late last year, the 76ers were also using a font on their social media for when the game went final.
Right.
That made final look like anal.
That 100% says anal. It only says anal.
Yeah. That shows the Philly score,
right?
The 76ers score and the Clippers score. And in case you're wondering if that's the current score,
wow,
or the anal score.
See, unfortunately, the score is 125-99. So that really is they're analing them tonight.
Yeah.
If you're beating them that bad, that's what you would say in sports, right? We really analed the opponents tonight. Man, we analed Philly tonight. Yeah, I mean,
the Clippers really did give it to them.
Is it just that? I don't know. Maybe it's because it's one of those things where the idea comes from a higher up that's really not an idea guy. He's like an office guy, but he's got so much power that everybody just goes yeah, that's what we should do. Of course, that's what we should do. Oh, that's a great idea. That's what we should do. Because there's no way you can tell me that people don't see that and realize that the F and the I connect. And they're both caps.
You have to see it.
I am staring at it. It's like the blue gold dress all over again. I'm staring at it and I have yet to see the word final. I can't find it in there. But there's no way that the people, those hats have to get sewn. You're telling me the people working those machines that are sewing all these
many
hats
of them somewhere.
They don't give a shit. They're just this is our job, whatever.
Oh yeah, please.
But they knew.
Oh, they're this looks like shit.
Yeah, this is gonna be a disaster.
You think someone in Taiwan or China knows what these are supposed to look like?
I guess that's a good point.
So they removed.
Maybe they can't spell tetas.
No, they removed tetas. They removed anals.
What?
And they removed ashos. Everything else is still up for sale.
Oh, you can still get a babon.
You can still get a babon.
Babon is good. You can still get
Mazers.
The Mazers, the Seattle Mazers.
You can get a mummy.
You must be scroll up. You must be so prideful that the Orioles did it right.
Yeah, look at that.
They know what they're doing, don't
That's
they?
just a grown bird.
It's just
smiling.
Just a grown ass happy bird.
Yeah. I love that logo. That makes me happy. You can get a Chicago one, no problem. You can get a Papoose.
Fippies.
A Fippy.
It's a Fippies. It's like Blippy, but Fippy.
Still looks like shit. Look at the what's the Seattle Mariners? It just looks like chaos. Go down.
Yeah, that other one.
Right there on the
right.
right.
This is a different thing.
Oh, it just looks like
it's chaos.
Like chaos. You don't even know what they are.
But the Colorado Rockies one also, it's just so many letters.
It makes no sense. There's no
Colorado Rockies CR. We know what it stands for.
There's no continuity.
None. You mean across the line of hats?
Yeah. Hey, how about we just put Colorado Rockies on this one? Yep. Go ahead. That sounds good.
We want to have a competition for the ugliest hats.
It's probably budget cuts at New Era, and they just had an intern do it, and they're like, yeah, fine, let's go with this.
Go for it.
It's the same thing as like last year with the uniforms. There were tiny letters and see-through pants and
I thought the see-through pants was a ratings ploy.
it may have been. And like they were so thin that like the second you started sweating, like they just got soaked because they weren't capturing anything.
That is a bummer, like for the players to be.
They
like,
hated them.
Was anybody thinking about us?
I think
we're the baseball players.
I think Bryce Harper at one point on the Phillies or the what are they called?
the Fippies.
The Fippies started wearing his own jersey from the previous season because he hated so much how the new jerseys were.
Excuse me, can I bring mine in from home?
That's what it was.
If I have a jersey from home, can I bring one in from home?
Like you rarely see such a quick reversal. Like months into the season, they were like, "Okay, next year we're going back."
Yeah, we made a mistake.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, some guys are bringing in their jerseys from home.
What happens when you listen to the assistant to the traveling secretary?
Yeah, he really shouldn't be in charge. He's giving people raises that he's not even allowed to do that.
No.
They make more than him.
No, it's a wild thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean, like there had to be so many
people signed off on that.
sketches that go through of all these hats. This is what we're thinking for all of them. This is what the line's going to look like. This is none of these things. Because it's part of it is because no individual ever wants to take responsibility for a company this big. So there needs to be this whole pecking order so that the shit can roll downhill when it goes poorly. Mm-hmm. But I don't understand how.
No, it happens all the time.
Well, with the tetas?
No, with just like how many times a year do you see a product that that people just immediately call out online, and you're like, how did this get passed?
It is very often that a product will come out and there's like the first thing people see is there's an outline of a penis on it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's like, we see this instantly. How did you not see this instantly?
The Tetas hat is objectively pretty sweet.
Yeah, rules.
But do you think that they put it out knowing like this is just a sweet hat?
Like if I was Rangers management,
Yeah.
I would lean into this and have Tetas night at the ballpark.
Smart.
Wet t-shirt contest instead of having those stupid things where like the kids race around the outfield in between innings, you'd have a wet t-shirt contest.
Right.
A lot of fun with it. Give these hats out to women with large breasts.
Is there any? It sounds fun. I mean, I'd probably.
Attendance is down at ballparks across the country.
Do you think that's because they're focusing too much on families and not leaning into 90s shock culture?
Or just women with large breasts are universal. No, that's not relegated to the 90s.
It was pretty big in the 90s.
Well, certainly they burst onto the scene because of the prominence of implants back then. But
Right.
you know,
Right. People love their implants.
our love for them hasn't subsided.
No, you're right.
I think that goes back to the beginning of time.
You think so?
I think so.
Wow. You're more of a Bible guy than me. So I don't-
I think that's part of Spaceship Earth.
Yeah,
It starts the whole ride.
They originally were going to call it Spaceship Tetas. Tetas. Especially of all places, like Texas, where people understand, like speak the language. Mm-hmm. You know, it'd be one thing if in like Colorado they had a hat that said Tetas, but no, it's Texas. Although that would increase the popularity of it. Elise in Boston.
Hey, Montone's a marketing genius, by the way.
Because the wet t-shirt contest idea.
I mean, all of it, you know?
Yeah.
So this isn't the first time this has happened. I want to say, like, I don't know, the last few months of 2024, I was seeing posts about it, but the Athletics did this. And I think they were selling for, like, thousands online. But if you type in Athletics ass hat, you will see it. Ass hat.
They actually made an ass hat?
Yes. Look at it.
Oh, my God. Thank you, Elise. My God, they made an ass hat. I mean, I've heard the phrase, thank you very much. This was a great call. 866-969-1969. They made an ass hat. And I always, you hear the phrase, ass hat. And I never knew exactly what it was. I like it. I've used it. I giggle when I see somebody else say it. Nicole sent me a DM because Nicole posts all these like inspirational quotes. And I always respond to them in her DMs going like, you don't do this.
Good. That's what I think.
Like, she's gotten multiple.
I see so much positivity on her
And it's
page,
horseshit.
and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's horseshit. Like, she'll post something that says, stop looking backwards, only look ahead. And I would just respond to it in her DMs going, you've never done that before. And she goes, well, I'm trying to, ass hat. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of funny. But I didn't really know what an ass hat was. And now I know I got to get one of these ass hats.
It clearly says ass.
It says ass. That's the only thing you could read off that.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not even like a magic eye puzzle. It takes no time at all. Immediately. If anything, it's like a magic eye puzzle because you're trying to see how it doesn't say ass. Like what? I mean, all I see is the word ass. It says A''SS, but you kind of ignore the apostrophe. It's an ass hat.
Wow.
And people look
They
at
sell
that.
for a few hundred on eBay.
And this is from a couple years ago. So that's probably, I would imagine.
That's from last year.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
If the ass hat goes for $325, I would imagine that the Tetas hat will settle somewhere around there. You're probably talking about a $300 item. I mean, right now there's a lot of excitement over it. It's a
Over
news
the
story.
Tetas?
Over the Tetas hat. It's a news story, you know, that's why. But I don't think, you know, $1,000, nobody's ever going to make their money back off that.
Where do you think they go? You think they go to like a third world country or locked in a storage unit at Fanatics somewhere?
Does Fanatics do a new era too?
I don't know. I just figure they do everything.
I hope so. I think they get destroyed. A lot of these things, yeah. Well, they say so a lot, and I've talked to not Fanatics, but I've talked to other companies that like product gets out that they have to recall.
Champs?
It's mainly Champs. Yeah, I went into Models. But even yeah, like every time you see one of those like products that have to get recalled, they are supposed to, as a company, destroy the products because they don't want it getting out.
Right. Because
And
they
then-
know that eventually it will.
Right.
Someone's going to take them.
And especially with the internet being what the internet is, you send it to a third world country where they need Tetas hats more than anything. Sally Struthers is doing infomercials
There's
about
no
it.
shade in some of those countries. You need something to protect your head.
Oh, yeah, the sunburning
Yeah.
to the bald men of these countries is terrible. But they also know the internet is the internet. Elon Musk is putting all these satellites in the sky so we can all be on Wi-Fi.
That's right.
You know, everybody's going to find out, and they do not want this product leaking out. So they're supposed to destroy it, but inevitably there are Weisenheimers that work at these companies that are, you know, sneaking some off,
Yeah. Of course.
giving them to their kids, thinking it would be funny. Then their kid wears it to school, and then next thing you know, the Tetas hat is back on the market.
Hey, look what I got for you.
Hey, I got you a Tetas hat.
Yeah. Don't tell anyone where you got it.
Right? Don't wear it out. Then you find out your kid wore it to school. Then the teacher confiscates it, but it's really because he knows exactly what it is, so he can
He
eBay
wants
it.
it.
He's either gonna wear it or he's gonna eBay it. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I mean, this feels like it's screaming, we need to do something about the checks and balances here. This feels like a bigger problem than just a poorly designed hat. But maybe also every now and then you need something like this just to get a buzz going. Thought I'd get you a little buzz. You need to put something out like this just to remind people, hey, we're out here trying new things in the baseball cap world.
You think that's what it is?
No, but you never know. I mean, companies are trying all kinds of things, you know?
This is such a big market. I mean, they're trying to do. They have to do something.
Right. They don't, and it's so saturated. Everybody's
Yes.
got a baseball cap. And they
Talking
don't,
about the Tetas market?
the Tetas hat market. Yeah.
Yeah, you go into Lids. There's like thousands of hats. It's hard to stand out.
It's hard to stand out. And also, you know what the worst thing that you could ever hear is? This is my lucky cap. That means you only wear one hat. They don't want you wearing one hat. They want you wearing many hats.
Yeah.
How are you going to convince somebody they need a new hat?
Would you wear this?
The Tetas hat?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course I would. Of course I would.
I wish I knew about this sooner because there's like a high-end baseball cap spot near me, and I bet you they had this.
You think it's already gone?
I'll walk by it as soon as I leave.
You will?
Yeah.
I mean, they're probably going to be charging a lot. If it's
At least I'll let you know.
Is it a secondary
No.
market store?
This is like first end. Like there's lines when they'll do a drop, and there's a line down the block.
Oh
for
yeah,
this.
you know what? I got a store like that around me too. I wonder if they'll have this.
If I walk by there today, what would you be willing to pay for it?
$1,000.
You, $1,000?
Yeah, we'll expense it.
Thousand to trap. McClure's got it, right?
Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah, just make sure you get me one too.
Just got the receipt.
Grab one for me. That's fucking hilarious. By the way, what color is that?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if he knows for sure.
He doesn't.
Okay, I don't know.
You do know.
I
You
forgot.
know he's colorblind.
I forgot he was colorblind for a
Why'd you say what color is it?
Because it just sounded like a question he would ask.
What an ash! What an asshole!
Sorry. I'm kind of, you know what, Troy? Since I said that, if you see the Asho hat, also grab that for me too. And tell McClure we're making Sam wear the Asho hat, so everybody knows it's a bad guy.
Man.
Yeah. See if they have it.
All right, I'll check.
But if it's like a legitimate store that gets shipments in from New Era and stuff like that, they may have to play nice. And
they've
pull
been
it
forced
off the
to take
shelf.
them down.
Yeah. That's why I wondered if it was like one of those secondary,
I got
resale.
I got those around me too, because those are like the big things. Like they sell all like the, Supreme.
Yeah.
They have like the Supreme motorcycle in the fucking window, and
Oh yeah. If you're looking for limited items at the highest possible prices, those resale stores are great. Because they go like this. Well, you could get it on the internet for a third of what we're charging, but would you have it today?
I feel like there's one in every mall now.
Every mall.
Because the rent's got to be so cheap in malls now.
Malls are so cheap, and it's run by the same like burnout 30-year-old that thinks they're an entrepreneur that's wearing tank tops to work. Yeah, every mall has at least one, sometimes two.
Yeah.
Sometimes on the other side of the mall there'll be another resale store.
Just sneakers wrapped in plastic.
Yeah. Because you're 100% right. And the mall ones are funny because the mall ones are the most expensive.
And there's never anybody in there.
Never anybody in there, and they're really just trying to convince
One, if they can get one
moms to
sale.
buy- Yeah.
how do they stay open then? I wonder if it's all on.
Because rent's insanely cheap.
Oh,
And a lot of times they last, like, literally, they have these grand ideas, and I've seen them, like, the last 3 months.
Yeah.
Because you're right, they can't stay in business. There's no business plan. They just go, like,
Grand opening, grand closing.
that's right. That's right, like Young Hove once said.
Yep.
But there is no, they don't, like, structure a 12-month business plan with investors and everything and try to get on the Something Wonderful platform. None of that. They just, somebody comes to them and goes, I'm going to get you rent for like $1,500.
You know what StockX does? What if you did that in person?
You could do in person. Yes. All you got to do is mark up the shoes like 50% additionally to what StockX is already marking them.
Because you got to
marking
make
them
no
up.
money.
Yeah.
I don't know how New York City though. I mean, there's like places on Broadway. They're huge storefronts that do the Supreme like resale thing, and they stay open. There's that place,
That's true.
Unique Hype, I think, in Chinatown.
Yeah, Who Kid Loves That Little Woman?
OG Ma.
Yeah.
That's
Kid
OG
Loves
Ma.
Her. Who Kid Loves, is that her name?
Yes.
OG Ma? Yeah, she's this little Asian woman, just adorable as the day is long. But she's hyped head to toe,
Hyped
always.
head to toe, and there's always rappers in it.
Well, that's probably why she stays in business.
She's smart.
She's smart with her marketing. Yeah, because she'll always take pictures with the rappers.
Right, and they probably give the rappers free shit. And then people, like, wrap around. Because that's the other thing, like, in New York, number one, the clientele, no offense, Troy, but if you live in New York City, there is something in you, and you know this is true, not you, because you're kind of past all this, but most people who live in New York City, there is this innate thing where they want to be cool.
Yes.
Right? I mean,
do
you're paying a premium to live here.
I do think that, but I also think a lot of people come in from out of town.
That's what I was about to say, too. People come in either from out of town because they're tourists and they, like, stay in Midtown, but then they, like, take the subway to, like, wherever, these little, and go to this sort of boutique and niche, stores. Or, people come in from Jersey and the suburbs and do the same thing.
I mean, I guess it is cool. Like, if you have money and you're in the middle of nowhere suburbs, you can come into the city and you could see a Supreme jacket from 10 years ago that's mint.
Right.
And you're going to pay a premium for it, but, like, whatever, you want the jacket, so who cares?
I came in a couple weekends ago to do some shopping, and I saw it like that, and that really was the vibe. I don't remember what neighborhood we were in. It was right by where the actual Supreme store is.
Oh, you were down in, like,
Like, it was on the east side.
like Lower East Side.
The Lower East Side, yeah.
The new Supreme store.
Yeah.
The big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, I didn't even know there was a Supreme store here. And I was like, oh, let's go around the corner and check it out. And there's a line around the block. I was like, we're not waiting. So we can buy a fire hydrant that says Supreme on it. Like, I'm not.
And you go in, it's like, there's like 5 shirts.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
and you're like, what?
Exactly. And they're not nice. They're not like good quality
Yeah, they're not like
shirts.
super cool. You're like, I need that shirt.
No, it just says the word on it.
Yeah. And there's a line. It's crazy.
There's a line. Yeah, there's a line around the block. Meanwhile, there's like stores all over that area that has like some of the best quality made shirts you can buy.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what these brands do, but they're like, but they don't have a hype name on them.
Right. I can't believe the Supreme name is still.
I
still
can't
works.
either, honestly. The fact that like it's been so many years and people are still lining up because they have a coaster with the Supreme on it. And they're like, oh, you hear about the coaster drop? Coaster drop on Sunday. We got to get there for the coaster drop. These coasters are going to go up in value.
It's not even the same crew. Like, it's like, I get like in the late 90s, like it was the premier skateboard shop in New York City. Like the Beastie Boys were wearing Supreme stuff.
Sure.
In the late 90s.
Sure.
But now I think it's owned by Vans. I'm almost positive.
Really?
Yeah.
It is?
So it's not
Yeah, they
even
bought
like,
Supreme like years ago.
and it's not even like it's like these like cool, super cool skaters that it's like it's owned by.
Oh, wait.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. The
Yeah.
parent company of Vans,
Oh, okay.
VF Corporation.
Gotcha.
Owns-
They acquired Supreme for $2.1 billion in 2020.
No, I mean, it's not by Supreme. The parent company.
Yeah, same thing.
It's the same
Same
thing,
fucking
dude.
thing. Yeah.
I mean, listen, they've done a great job of keeping that brand cool. That's amazing that Vans could figure out how to do that. But you're 100% right, Troy. Like, there's no connection to what the brand originally was. And I don't think anybody that represents that brand, I mean, most of them have no idea it was even a skate brand.
I don't think they do.
It's just,
Although they sell skateboards inside the shop.
but they sell everything. I mean, it
That's
could be a cutlery brand.
Yeah.
They sell forks and knives. Like it doesn't, like that's the whole deal, right?
Oreos.
Yeah. They made Supreme Chucky dolls.
Yeah.
Like, you know. Yeah, I don't think
You wonder how long does it last?
you would wonder, but I would have guaranteed it was done by now. Like I would have guaranteed there wouldn't be a line in 2025 to get into that store.
Yeah.
Because it truly is just hype for hype's sake. But if you can hold on to it, like Nike had a problem with that. The resale market on Nike and Jordan kind of went to shit for a while because they didn't water the plant. You know what I mean? The CEO was just so interested in pumping out as much product as humanly possible that the resale market, they did two things. They started pumping out as much product as possible, so it made stuff less special, and there was like releases literally every single weekend. And they stopped seeding as much product to like little mom and pop stores.
Yeah.
And they said, no, we'll just sell it on our app. We'll make all the money. Except then what happens is you don't have people lining up outside of stores. It's not a thing anymore.
Right.
It just, people
on an app.
people in the suburbs on apps. Like it's not special anymore. So I mean, it cratered. And now they have a new CEO. That is like it's kind of an amazing story. This guy who's like the CEO now came up from the mailroom and has been at Nike for like decades. And I guess he's trying to get him back on track. And this year so far, they've actually been figuring out how to kind of get the resale back up. But
Don't you think it was just too oversaturated?
it was way oversaturated.
I can't imagine it coming back anytime soon. I mean, they do like the Travis Scotts where like the logo's backwards and like that's kind of cool.
And it's associated with Travis.
Travis Scott,
who's cool.
You know, so it's like a Jordan Travis Scott collab. But like,
I gotta, you know what, Troy, you're right. Always first and last with Travis Scott. We don't want any confusion. Because I just said Travis is cool.
Yeah. I
oh
appreciate
yeah,
And
Travis
I don't.
Scott. You have to-
Yeah. I don't want that getting out to the listeners.
Don't dump out of that, Mike.
But yeah, like I don't like the original Jordans, like the red ones. Like it's just like who would want a new drop on that? Everybody has those.
Everybody has him.
So like I kind of feel like the Jordan thing's got to go away for a while.
Or find things that haven't been, like find silhouettes that haven't been like pumped out so much that everybody has them.
And it's like, where do you go if like Travis Scott's like one of the biggest rappers in the world? So like,
Keep pumping out Travis's. Like that's.
Well, I mean, eventually that'll get diluted.
Yeah, of course it will. And it's always like, you know what it always is? We're not in the boardroom, so we don't have that perspective. But you always see somebody wearing them, and you're like, oh, it's over. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I saw somebody yesterday wearing them, and I was like,
yeah.
ugh.
Yeah. I mean, luckily I'm at the point now where I'm just wearing what I like.
Yeah.
But like, if it were, hype focused, there's always a person that you see. I think also Nike got fucked up when sneakers and suits became a thing. Because I think it's disgusting, sneakers and suits. It's like, pick a lane, you know what I mean? Like, if you're buying a nice suit, You shouldn't have a hyped pair of sneakers taking attention away from the suit. Like if you spend $5,000, I've seen people, they spend $5,000 on a suit, but they want everybody to look at their $600 sneakers. And I'm like, what are you doing? It should be about
Right, but
the
you're an
suit.
executive, but you're also cool.
Yeah, you want to show everybody how hip you are.
But guess what? I don't buy it. I don't believe you. And the only reason people are like, oh, you really are cool, is because they want a promotion. Like they're not,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Have you known people like that?
They're all over the place. All over the place.
I mean, I'm sure you've seen people like in executive positions that are wearing Jordans, like, and you're just like, ugh, man, I think this jumped the shark.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the suit, like if you're wearing a suit, you put on a nice suit, get on I like the old days when it was like, you didn't know how, like you didn't realize there was a level of rich that some people were, that you would look at what they were wearing and you didn't even understand how expensive it was.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you like they would wear these like shoes with their suits, and it was so expensive. It was an if you know scenario, and I didn't know. I still don't know. But that's what I want. I want to not know somebody who's really rich. I want to be able to go like, I don't know what those shoes are, but I guess they must be expensive. I have no idea. But people who are rich go, oh no. Those are very nice. That's a very nice shoe.
Well, don't you think with something even like wrestling, like where you have to,
I love
like,
wrestling.
doesn't it sort of look cooler if it's like, hey, I'm wearing a suit, but we're still cool? Like we still have like a sneaker look. You think it's cooler just to have like
No,
a dress shoe?
Of course it is. You
What
never.
if Shane McMahon is doing it?
Shane McMahon is the fucking man.
Uh-huh.
So that's the thing people have to
But I've
remember.
seen him wear suit jackets, and he's got his sneakers on.
Suit jacket with sneakers is not the same as suit with sneakers.
Okay. we're doing a little qualifying here. For
Yeah,
Shane
I
O'Mac.
said suit with sneaker. And
no,
also,
no, Shane, that's not what I said.
okay, I said suit with sneaker, not suit jacket with sneaker.
Okay.
And also, Shane O'Mac
Mm-hmm.
has done the due diligence to make sure the world knows he loves his sneakers. Shane McMahon is world famous
Also, he's the fucking man.
for having a great sneaker collection and being the fucking man.
Yeah.
Okay?
So when
that-
you've established
I-
the fact that you're the man,
Right. I more mean people, it's like you're a suit guy. I've never seen you in a pair of sneakers before, and those are brand new out of the box. Why did you add those to your suit? That's what I mean.
That makes sense.
Right?
But if you're saying suit jacket, jeans, and sneakers, like remember,
That's okay.
remember Bam Margera's look there for a while there in Jackass? He wore
I do.
he would roll up the sleeves.
Yeah, no, I don't know that we should go back to, like, a
we were
Bam-
trying things.
Because you would put, like, an affliction cross on the back of your suit jacket.
Yes.
Right? And you think that's a good look.
Or the him logo.
Right, he loved
Oh,
that
I
him
remember
logo.
him. He loved
He
him.
loved him. He would put that him logo everywhere.
Oh
no,
my God, that's right.
I more thought like a nice pair of maybe like a nice high quality pair of salvage denim jeans with a nice clean blazer and a pair of sneakers. That's fine.
But not a 3-piece suit.
Not a 3-piece suit, and not the Bam Margera with all the jewelry and the beanie and the
the him logo.
and the him logo
That's too
and,
much.
and the affliction blazer and the scarves. I don't never with the scarves. You know how I feel about scarves.
Yeah, you don't like scarves.
And that means woolen scarves, silk scarves.
Even with Bam? Because Bam was kind of a cool dude.
Was.
I mean, he's cool. He's
him.
just back into skating.
Isn't he sober now?
I think so.
I hope so.
And he's got all these gold teeth now.
That's cool. Gold teeth, I'm still a big fan.
I saw he was just skating with Tony Hawk the other day.
That's cool too. Skating with Tony Hawk and having gold teeth are both awesome. And Bam can do whatever Bam wants to do. He's an icon.
Yeah.
But if somebody like showed up dressed like Bam today and been like, "Hey guys, this is my new look," I go, "What are you doing?
What are you doing, dude?
What are you doing?"
I mean, it's going to come back. Everything comes back.
I know it is. I know it is. Right now, we're right around. Yeah, it's like a 20-year cycle, right? So we're right around 2005-ish right now. So yeah, we got about 5 years before the 2010s comes back.
Danielle probably thinks this is like an awesome look, ready to come back.
Yeah, no, I'm
psyched?
I'm totally down with what you're saying. You're right. I feel like it's like a 20-year vibe.
Yeah,
You're ready for that to look.
Yeah.
To come back. Yeah.
like you can't
Just
wait.
relive it, you know?
Yeah, because I think it's just starting to peek through. It's
Yeah.
just starting to peek through. But the Ed Hardy Christian auditeur aesthetic is starting to pop through.
The True Religion
True Religion.
bootcut jeans.
But well, yeah, Kendrick brought those back.
Can you fucking believe that?
I mean, he came up in women's bell bottoms. Boot cut jeans, like tight boot cut jeans. I thought we were going back to baggy. And he shows up in these tight boot cuts. Next thing I know, a week ago, DJ Hookit is walking in here with some Louis Vuitton tight boot cuts.
You have to.
And calling people culture vultures. The fuck out of here. You have to, though, don't you?
I mean, Kendrick's how do you, I'd love to hear that conversation. Kendrick, I got this, like, stylist going like, Kendrick, got this great idea.
There were rumors. They said that Kendrick and Timmy Chalamet have the same stylist. And that those pants were intended for Tim Shals.
Yes, that's true.
With his scarves.
With the scar. Timmy, don't get it wrong. He could do no wrong.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so if Timothy Chalamet wants to wear scarves, wear them all day long. I'm fine with that. I would love it if you decided to adopt a Timothy Chalamet aesthetic.
I love Timothy Chalamet.
He's great, and he looks cool.
It's great.
Right?
I watched Complete Unknown over the weekend.
Was he good in it?
He was great.
Movie not?
Movie was fine.
You think Troy would like the movie?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You love it.
But as an acting performance,
Great.
that's why it's winning. That's why it's all.
He
the
was
praise,
nominated for all those awards. He deserved them all.
All the praise is about his acting
Yes.
specifically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, the Kendrick's jeans were meant for Timothy Chalamet.
That's
like
wild.
they have the same designer, or the designer was working with both of them, and those were meant for him, and then Kendrick took them.
You know, Timothy Chalamet didn't want these. What? These are fucking awesome.
I'll take 'em.
I would love to have these.
That's a ballsy move to go on the
Super Bowl halftime with a
wearing-
beef song.
with a beef song wearing like women's bell bottom jeans.
Yeah.
He can do that though.
Of course he
know.
can, because the next day they were sold out.
Yeah. He knows.
But when's if it backfired and everybody's like, dude, you look stupid.
It would have been tough, but it didn't backfire.
He's a tastemaker.
He is a tastemaker.
It's wild how that works, isn't it?
What I love is the people who probably ordered them right after the Super Bowl, except they're on back order. So you don't get them.
They're going to get them in April.
Right, it's like buying a meme T-shirt, and then you have to wait until it gets printed, and then by the time it gets here, it's like,
It's over.
we're not talking about
Yeah, what was that? I don't
Right.
even remember that.
like if you get your Luigi T-shirt in April, and you're like, you're wearing a Luigi T-shirt now? Yeah, people are gonna. I mean, because there are bell bottoms coming for people.
Yeah, I mean we're done with baggy kind of already. Like that's
Seriously?
been the last. Yeah, like
That's done
2020
already? Damn.
was like baggy cargos. It's still happening, but like even me, I got a little bit of a boot.
I just
cut.
got these in Hong Kong. I love these. I'll rock this look till it goes out of style.
No, I mean baggy jeans.
Oh,
Baggy
Hey.
jeans.
Troy's baggy pants are still okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
What do
I'm
you got?
saying
Some
like the teens.
kickwear?
no, these are called Top Basics. I found these in Hong Kong.
Did they have any Jenkos in Hong Kong?
They didn't.
Damn.
But I love these. Feel that cloth.
Sam, fill them up.
Oh, those are nice. They feel comfy.
Very comfy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take them off.
What?
You want to try them on?
So we're kind of done with the baggy jeans, the Jenkos, that whole thing.
Yeah, like I'm serious. I said, look, I got a little bit of a
Flare.
a little flare at the bottom, and that's like big news. Like my generation was like, ew, we're not going near that again. But it's been about 20 years, and now it's coming back.
Now it's coming back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you
We're all
worried?
thrifting for them now?
Oh, you
to
don't
find the
even
old
you don't
ones.
even want the remakes.
No, like these are like Old Navy from like 2007.
That's sick.
That's what everyone wants to find.
Yeah, Jenko is
How
got a
expensive Jenkos are.
how much are $260?
It's like some Pacific Sunwear for $40.
I mean, Jenkos are like the shittiest denim that exists.
But they're retro. They just have
That's
that.
right. That's right. Yeah, there's an upcharge for cool.
By the way,
Yeah.
these are all like 21, 23 inches. This is nothing.
Yeah, you'd be walking around with 36s.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we're at 30 at minimum.
You want your ankle and your waist size to be about the same.
They'd call them pipes.
Oh yeah, pipes. Yeah, for sure.
So this is on its way out, Danielle, is what you're saying?
I mean, no, like that. Okay, I don't know if you guys have heard. People are calling those parachute pants.
Yes.
No, parachute.
Right?
No, parachute.
Those are
pants.
different, though.
Those are totally different.
Well,
Except you know what happens
no one's
though?
calling them Jenkos in my age.
Sometimes people, it gets lost in translation, right?
Yes.
Like we know the true definition
Yes.
for parachute pants, but these children, like Danielle, They know parachute pants. They know these pants. All of a sudden, it gets put together, and they're like, "Yeah, I need to get parachute pants." And then the boomers, us, are going, "Actually, those are not parachute pants." And they're like, "Shut up, boomer!
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up!"
You don't know what you're talking about, dickbag.
Right? And they would.
No, yeah, you guys definitely know better than we do. But I just didn't. I never heard of Jenkos until I came in the studio.
Jenko's
What?
rule.
Yeah,
Jenkos
but
rule.
I've been looking at pants that look like that. I just didn't know that's what they were
Look at
called.
those 50-inch pipes.
Oh man.
And you got to let them really drag on the ground.
Yeah, they
You
got to
gotta-
get shitty and
Yeah, you
wet.
gotta tear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wear those
Yeah,
on a
wet.
fucking rainy day. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's the best.
It starts creeping up like the back of your ankle.
That's what you want. That's what you want.
Wallets
Sitting in
all the way
math
down
class.
Oh yeah, it is. Big chain you bought at the Home Depot
Oh yeah.
because you're awesome.
there. Let me go to Ace Hardware and get a chain.
Ace is the place.
I need a chain
Yes.
wallet upgrade.
Yeah. I need to get no industrial sized chain.
Yeah, my chain would be so heavy my pants would fall down.
Same.
Look how far down those go.
Well, that's why the chain would have to be very very long because the wallet goes down to your calf
Yep.
Wow.
because that's how deep the pockets are. You can fit everything you need in there. It's gonna take you a while to fish it out,
Yeah.
but still,
That's
you don't,
okay.
You don't need a carry on when you travel.
No, you don't.
When I was in 10th grade, we used to go to the Goodwill. We'd buy Fat Man pants. That was like 45-inch waist.
Those are called normal pants for some people we used to work with.
Yeah.
I've never had a pair of pants that fit this good.
But I had like a 28 waist at that point.
Right.
Hell yeah.
And I mean, they were literally like the waist on them was probably like this big. And you take like a shoelace.
Right.
And you put it through and you tie it and then you just cut off the bottoms. Because there was a skate video from Plan B. I remember watching the skate video in like 93 or 94. And we had never seen pants like this. All of a sudden, all the skaters had like these huge baggy pants in California. We didn't even know where to get them. So that's how we did it. And then eventually Jenkos came around in the late 90s.
Yeah. But that's what happens. Like, you just want to duplicate a look, and enough people get the same idea, and all of a sudden, everybody's just wearing pants that are far too big for them.
Yeah.
Imagine being a Korean War veteran and seeing your fucking grandson show up at Thanksgiving dinner dressed like this.
I'd be like, oh, I didn't know my grandson was the man.
Oh, this is what we
fucking
This is
infuriating.
what we fought for.
Shit.
Yeah. No, Grandpa. If it's too big, you're too old. Yeah. No, this is a great look. But yeah, I think what's next is Ed Hardy, Affliction,
For sure.
Christian
We
Auditeur.
can't be that
Uh,
close to that coming back.
we're pretty close.
Yeah,
I mean, think about
Couture.
the Van. What was the trucker hats?
Von
Oh,
Dutch.
Von Dutch.
Von Dutch, yeah.
Yeah, because Von Dutch.
That was just like last year.
Those
No.
are back. I see people wearing those.
Exactly, dude. Von Dutch is 20 years old.
You
Just
tell me
about.
Ashton Kutcher's coming back?
No, he's canceled.
Okay.
Too many Diddy parties. I mean, between Diddy and Danny Masterson.
Yeah, he really aligned himself with the wrong people.
No. He's outside the country.
You know which special interest group loved that aesthetic too?
Who?
The Puas,
The Pua?
the pickup artists.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Add a little eyeliner to that and some goggles.
Pickup artist.
Danielle, does your generation of women know about these guys?
No.
No, Danielle's generation of women, like the new
gooners.
the new pickup artists. Yeah, you're either a gooner, you're just in a goon state, going, hey, you want to go somewhere? Or you went to Hustlers U, and you're like,
That's true. You have an exceptional amount of riz.
women belong in the kitchen while I should be out becoming a billionaire. Okay, you charmer. Yeah, it's one or the other. No, pickup artists were super cool. Pickup artists would walk around in like beanies and ski goggles, and they'd peacock. They'd have elements of clothing to grab your attention, and then they'd have great psychological tricks and lines that would work every time. See, that's Magic. That was his name, right? Magic?
Yeah, he had to dress like Jamiroquai.
That's right. Well, it was. I mean, for a period of time, it was virtual insanity. And he would go and he would teach, like, nerds how to bleach their hair.
Wow.
And once you bleached your hair and got a tight leather jacket with rivets all over it,
You're in.
you could get any girl,
Wow.
including you, Danielle.
Wow. Never heard of that.
You'd be putty in their hands.
That's the thing. Women were impervious to their tactics.
That's right. That's right. And they explained it. They explained it all. Like, they would go like, hey, we're going on national television and explaining how these women just have no defense system.
Oh, he's still on tour.
Oh, good.
Good. I was worried that he was no longer teaching people how to pick up chicks.
Tell me you're coming to New York.
I'd go.
Would you talk to... No, I'll get him in
Got
here.
a book?
Oh, I just wanted to... Oh, look at that!
What the fuck
What's a
is
scientific thing?
Yeah, it breaks picking up girls down to an equation.
Right. Anybody could do it, Danielle. Anyone could pick up women.
Please.
Oh, he looks good.
Oh, man. You're way too old to be doing that.
He's aged really well.
Well,
Oh,
the tactics don't stop working.
No, that's true. It doesn't matter what you look like.
Man.
Have you seen Danielle the movie Magnolia?
No.
It's fantastic.
That's who he's starting to look like.
It's Tom Cruise in Magnolia.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise looked better than old. Don't say that. Tom Cruise was still holding it together. He looked better than current day Mystery.
So the next boot camp starts tomorrow. That's in Austin, Texas.
Boot
Is it too
camp.
4 days.
Well, yeah, you have to learn
Wow.
how to pick up
And
chicks.
people like pay like a class.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, big money.
That's priceless.
Well, yeah, because you're going to be able to leave the class and pick up any chicks you want.
Swimming in
Is
muck.
there like
Yeah. Here's the thing, Danielle. You want to be swimming in muff.
I don't know how much it is.
I mean,
Too much, whatever it is.
who
think?
cares? Who cares how much it is? What are you going to spend your money on Jenkos and Supreme? No. You can look at all these chicks. These
Look at
two
all
guys
those
have.
ladies that are just ready.
You
There's
could have this.
Think about it. There's 4 hot chicks and only 2 dudes. You know those 2 dudes got those 4 hot chicks? Mystery's tips.
All right, standard boot camp is $5,000.
Okay.
That's 2 days, 2 nights.
Oh, meals included?
I would hope so.
Okay. Because I bet they're eating good. Yeah, I mean,
wow.
There we go, New York.
New York. When is that happening?
June
This summer?
28th and 29th. We're going to have to take those days off, guys.
We got to
You have
get
some learning to do?
Yeah.
we got to get Mystery in here to teach us.
You think you'll give us a free course?
I mean, we can at least
We
get
could probably
some,
expense the boot camp.
well,
Will
let's
McClure
get
allow that?
Yeah, as long as you
Well,
let me
here-
come.
Yeah, I want to go with you. I want to pick up chicks, guys.
I want to be swimming in muff.
You guys,
Hey, I heard about the muff.
you guys made it sound so cool in there. I know you guys were kidding and everything, but is it true? Can really like anybody pick up chicks?
Of course, dude. Come
Yeah,
with us.
come on down, bro.
You're cool. Come with us, dude.
All right.
We're all gonna get chicks. 2, and you get 2 apiece. 2 for each.
Oh, great.
Oh, great, guys.
Yeah. No, we should have him in here.
We got to talk to him.
Yeah, because we could at least get some tips and tricks. And Danielle, you'll be putty in his hands.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can already tell. I mean, look at him. He's got the soul patch. There's nothing you can do.
Just give him the follow.
Soul patch with a labret piercing.
That's cool still,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Well, it's coming back.
Is it?
Labrets? Yeah.
Is
all,
that- is
all
this-
piercings.
is this the
Every
labret?
piercing's coming back, yeah.
Tongue piercings?
Oh, yeah.
Because those went away real fast.
They're back. Everything's back.
I mean, that was the coolest.
Yeah, it was.
Coolest.
And now you don't see a single. I can't remember the last time I saw someone with their tongue pierced.
I mean, who's sticking out their tongue to you, bro?
No, I'm just saying.
A lot of people, they hate it.
Like,
He was the guy from The Prodigy, and then I don't know anybody else. And he died.
Rest in
that's
peace,
right.
by the way.
Yeah.
Prodigy ruled.
Yeah. Still do.
Wasn't he the fire starter?
Yes.
Yeah. Twisted Firestar.
That's what I thought.
And he also smacked his bitch up.
He did?
Yeah, yeah.
He did.
Well,
Rest in peace.
rest in peace. But Magic's okay. Let's just look at current day Magic. Just that one video right there.
Hang on. I got to put it in a different browser.
Okay. Yeah, I want to say.
See what current day Magic is doing?
Yeah.
Or Mystery, rather. Mystery. That's
By the way, there are people listening.
Eric von Markovic.
We don't go by his government. There are people. There, you don't have to dox him like that. There are
Instagram.
No. He doesn't like to get doxxed like that. There are people listening that are pointing out, by the way, that bell bottoms were not a '90s thing that are coming back. Bell bottoms were in the late '60s
But then 20 years later.
in Los Angeles.
30 years later.
My
well,
dad-
bell bottom versus boot cut versus flare, like
Right.
there's different extremes.
My dad said he remembers in the '60s in LA when Fred Siegels first started getting bell bottoms, and now it's just cycling through and cycling through.
You think your dad rocked a pair?
No, they were for. I think they were more for women at that time.
Oh, no, there were guys rocking bell
I guess that's true because Travolta had them.
Yeah.
He must have
With
rocked
the
a
heels
pair.
on too.
Yeah, he probably had like one of those, like the shoes with the goldfish swimming in them.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
are cool.
Did your dad have the stash back in the 60s, 70s?
Yes.
Bell
Yes.
bottoms in the stash?
Yeah. Speaking of swimming in muff. Yeah. Yeah, no, but he's right, though. Fred Siegel was like, wait till you see what I got for you. And it never went away. Kendrick is still rocking him on the Super Bowl. Okay, so here's Mystery. Who,
It's looking good.
that's what I was going to say.
This
Yeah.
is footage from San Diego boot camp.
Did we get it for free?
Yeah, this is like a free taste.
Ooh, just a taste.
Yeah, these rules probably don't apply anymore, so he puts them up.
It says approach anxiety doesn't go away. There should
Approach anxiety. Like anxiety when you're
Walking up to
approaching.
somebody.
Yeah, approach anxiety.
Oh, it's two separate statements.
Anxiety.
No, it's one statement.
One statement.
Approach anxiety.
When you walk
Oh,
up to
approach.
somebody.
He's saying approach anxiety doesn't go away.
Yes.
Okay, so approach anxiety is the thing, meaning I am anxious because I have to approach this fine lady.
Yes.
And that doesn't go away.
And it doesn't
This
go
fine
away.
shit.
Fine shit.
Yeah, I found a fine shit.
I wonder what he thinks about
He's fucking. What? What are they doing? He doesn't understand. He hates rizzing. To him, to Mystery, rizzing is just, it's the worst. He can't believe what they've done to his industry.
We got to get him in here to find out what he thinks about rizzing.
Yeah, because I'll show him all the videos of rizzing, and I'm going to be like, all these guys seem to be having great success. Look at these. All these MILFs are so flattered by getting
Well,
rizzed.
except for that one guy. He didn't have success.
What do you mean, the rotund kid? You're talking about young Andy Melanakis?
But he took it well. He was like, okay.
Yeah. And he didn't seem to have any approach anxiety.
No.
He also called himself a fine YN.
Fine
He
YN.
did.
He knows it's a numbers game.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. And I think Mystery would agree with that.
What if Mystery thinks of risen a batty cougar?
Yeah, I would ask him. And like, when you're rizzing, should you just be holding out your cell phone
Yeah.
in front of your target?
What's the proper cell phone technique?
Yeah, what's the etiquette? Okay, let's see what he says.
I have to break through all my barriers because I must. Like, this is what I trained for. And this is what you guys train for. You're trained already. Think how much more advanced you are over the guys who have not even thought about it. They just see a girl try to get the girl. They just want a girlfriend. They don't want to learn a skill set, right? Start at the end. You guys have already thought this through. You've already gotten experience in field. You already know what the field provides.
Right.
You know what to expect.
Why are you saying right?
So
He's
that
right.
should
Speaking
lower
word
your
salad.
approach anxiety.
Speaking truth.
Knowing your opener is going to lower your approach anxiety, but it doesn't go away. I have to break.
Okay, I get that. You got to know your opener.
That was a pointless clip.
Yeah.
No. What he's saying is that if you take his class, you'll have such an advantage over all the other nudniks at the bar trying to pick up on this fine piece of coos. That's what he's saying. That you're going to know, you're going to have a game plan, and also you're going to know the science behind it, and you're going to go up with an unbreakable opener, and your opener is just going to, you see a lady and she's getting talked to by some guy, but the guy hasn't taken the course, right? So the guy's opener is probably shit.
Shit, yeah.
Shit. You have an opener that's practiced. Because, Danielle, correct me if I'm wrong, but every woman wants a guy who is approaching every single woman exactly the same way, like you're just a goal, like a piece of meat.
Yeah, just on the field. Yeah,
Right,
of
like you're
course.
not a human.
There's no numbers game. You're
Right,
just a number.
I'm not approaching you because I feel like we may have a human connection. Women don't want that.
No, of course not.
They want a guy with a practiced and rehearsed opener that they just can't get past. Correct? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Good. That's what I thought. That's what I've always thought. But I'm glad you're here to back me
Yep.
up. Okay. This is C, and he follows it up with the rant for the girl, because girls love a rant.
You got 3 minutes to make your first impression. So give a rant, give an opinionated rant. And when you're done,
That's
you
right.
seem
So Roman Reigns came out and it was crazy.
That's what I said. There's a photo of me, and I'm telling this girl all about. I'm giving my rant on Roman Reigns, and she's looking off into the distance. It's all over the internet. You should see it.
authentic, because a rant is authentic. You know, you don't have time to prepare how it comes out. It just comes out as a rant, right? So you practice your rants. Rant for the girl
cool.
as a demonstration of higher value. You got 3 minutes.
That's right.
What if she throws you a curveball?
Like what?
Like if you're like,
Okay, let me try. You be the girl, okay?
yeah.
Okay. Let me see. What can I wish I practiced a rant. I'm really not good at just publicly speaking about all kinds of different topics. But okay, let me think of a rant. A lot of people are running around saying Doge is bad and Elon has lost it. but most of these government employees deserve to be fired. There's so much waste in government, I find, that finally a business guy like Elon, who's taken X to the next level, who's taken Tesla to the next level, who's launching spaceships in the air, who's making everything better for us. I think he's the guy that we need to tighten up things in the government. By the way, my name's Sam. What's yours?
MAGA makes my pussy turn into the Sahara Desert.
Right, what are you doing? You're a horrible woman.
I've never met a woman who talks like that, but if you did say that, I'd probably go back to Mystery and go, excuse me, Mystery. She said my rant made her vagina
Turn into the Sahara.
turn into the Sahara, which is one of the driest places on earth. I thought my rant was pretty good. I had a whole Elon thing. I brought up the spaceships.
It was well rehearsed.
It was well rehearsed. I did it in a mirror 10 times.
But she threw me for a curveball.
I didn't know what to say after that. I just started doing my Elon rant again. I started over. I started from the top.
So Doge.
Spaceships. How about this time? You told me all I needed was 3 minutes. I just kept doing the same 3 minutes over and over again. I look like a fucking idiot, Mystery. You like a rant, Danielle, when a guy approaches you?
I mean, well, it's just like there's a fine line between like rant and something you're passionate about.
Sure.
So it's like, yeah, everyone wants to hear someone speak with like passion if they care about something.
Right.
But a rant, like if it was something like that, get out of here.
Right.
Like, not to mention, you're also meeting each other,
Right.
it sounds like. So that's a bad first impression that it's on, like, a negative note.
What if it was like something like this? Like I was like, oh, hey, you know, I come here often. I haven't seen you here before. You know, I noticed you looking at me, and I will admit I was looking at you. But I was thinking that, you know, a lot of young ladies your age like have totally lost their connection with God and have no religion. I mean, so many of you are heathens and sinners, and it's just so nice to find somebody that looks like somebody that really has a moral compass that may match with mine. What's your name?
Yeah, no, I'd be like, you got the wrong girl.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, if it ain't politics and religion, I don't know what to rant about.
What do you rant about?
It should be something like that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Rant for the girl. Go ahead.
Well, it just looking at him,
Right.
You know, like it's one thing when he looks like a young, cute Jamiroquai.
Sure.
He kind of looks like a senior citizen serial killer. There's a
You know, the leather hat is cool.
I mean, he looks like if you said like he had bodies buried, I would be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Wow.
Sure.
You think he looks like the Great Throat Dini?
Yes.
Wow.
Is he single?
I couldn't imagine.
I don't see a ring on his finger.
Well,
I mean, he's swimming in it. He does it. Why settle down with one?
yeah, he's with chicks all the time.
I
Yeah,
guess
so
so.
I'm sure it's by choice.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got many options. Because think about it, like he knows all the foolproof tricks. So
He looks like Geddy Lee from Rush.
now,
Now.
not OG Geddy Lee,
No.
right? See, like he wears eyeliner.
That's just cool, though.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like that's me saying this is a good thing.
All right, we'll see if he'll come in.
I'd love to talk
You'd
to him.
sit down and
'cause-
talk to him?
Yeah, because most of the pickup artist stuff I've been dealing with has been people rizzing on TikTok, and you can never tell if they're actually rizzing or if they're like doing a prank. And I think most of the time they don't know for sure. Like I think the internet has destroyed so many people and their semblance of what is ironic and what is real life that they're just lost somewhere in the middle most of the time.
Pranks are fun, though.
Pranks are great.
Yeah.
I just get turned a prank into like a pickup. Like if you're like, I'm starting out as a prank,
Right.
but this actually turns into something, and
Right.
you win both times.
Like a harmless prank. Like one of
Harmless
those
prank.
funny ones. That
Like-
could be cute.
And
That'd
it's
be a meet
endearing.
cute.
That'd
Yeah.
be a meet cute.
Meat,
Yeah.
what's a meat cute?
You don't know what a
Meet
meet
cute?
cute is?
Meat cute? Like, is it like, you know, oh, I got you like
Nope,
this
nope.
big slab of
meat
Not
suit.
that
You think
one.
of meat suit.
meat suit is what I was thinking.
But
of.
Lady Gaga wore that.
Yeah, the meat suit. Yeah, meat suits are cool.
No. E.
MEET.
Oh, MEET, a meat cute, like you a cute way of meeting.
Cute. Yeah.
Oh,
That's what it's called. I don't know.
Oh, and is that where you do a harmless prank? Like, what if you're like you show up with like a friend who's like obviously weaker than you, and you go like, oh, this is my friend. Hey, shut up, and you shove him, and you're like, what if you're like, hey, I'm gonna talk to this chick, and you shove your friend until they fall down, and you go, wasn't that funny? Like, I'm just being cute.
I don't know. Everyone could receive it differently.
That's right. You have to know. You kind of have to know your target, I guess.
Yeah, and then if it doesn't work, you just move on with your day and your prank. But if it does, meet cute.
I see. Okay. And then your friend just has to keep getting shoved until you meet somebody who thinks that's like, oh my God, that was so cute. That guy sucks.
He does suck.
Yeah.
Would you say a greetings and citations you find shit is a meet cute?
Could be.
Could be, right? Depending on who's delivering it.
Yeah, how it's delivered.
Right.
Context, so many things.
Yeah, that's a weird thing because there's a way of saying that where there could be some charm to it, but also where it could be really, really, really creepy.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like too many people will get a book and go like, okay, this is the quote to say. Okay, that's what I'll say. And don't understand sort of context, tone, even what you're wearing, how you present yourself. If you're like kind of leaning in and shouting, salutations, fried shit. Then it's like, I'm scared. I'm scared for my life.
Yeah.
But if you're kind of being playful, maybe that's a little different, right?
And unfortunately, that guy was being playful. He just got turned down. But I would say that would have been a meet cute if it was successful. Because he came across as, you know, friendly.
Friendly. It didn't seem like he was malicious.
No.
You don't want to be malicious.
No.
That's scary. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's okay, there he is. Here's our guy. I love this guy.
Me too.
Because he's so happy. He's joyful.
Greetings and citations, fine shits. Would you like a YN like me? You're good?
See? He asked the question. They said, we're good. And he's like, okay, all good.
You know where I think his fatal flaw is? I think his fatal flaw is that you can see in his face, he knows that this is a silly thing to do because he's going to be turned down rapidly. Like, he knows that this is a mission designed for failure. You know, and you can read that on somebody.
But he went into it with a good attitude.
He did, but he knows. Like, if you know if somebody is going, you can see in somebody's face. If it's like, wow, that person is so convinced that they're going to succeed here, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is a cool thing to do.
If I was in Target with my daughter and he came up, I'd be like, he's cool. I'd be like, you should talk to this guy.
I like the cut of your jib, young man.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Greetings and salutations to you as well.
And to you as well.
Yeah.
And what was that you said you were? Yeah.
Like, I'm going to go over to this aisle. You guys get to know each other.
Excuse me. I'm gonna step away for a second.
Looks like a meet cute.
But young man, at some point you're gonna need my permission for something. So anyway, I'll let you guys do what you're gonna do.
I wonder if these lovely young ladies afterward, if this is on TikTok, they realize, we messed up.
We messed up.
Look how fun this guy is. We should give him a chance.
Yeah.
It's got over 500,000 likes.
Yeah.
Yeah. 500,000 people can't be wrong.
Maybe thought to themselves, hey, you know what? I wouldn't mind a YN like that gentleman.
Could have given him a chance.
Yeah.
He was in Target just like us. I mean, the weirdest part about all these videos is that they're alone. The people doing them have no companions with them.
Oh, it's totally normal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a thing that I'm just doing this. I'm showing up alone. But
well, at least he's doing something.
He's doing something with his
he has
life.
the viewers.
He's got the viewers.
Like how you guys did pranks with each other.
Right.
He then has it. The validation.
Audience.
Yeah, the audience.
The other side of the phone. Who needs human beings when the other side of the phone is there?
Imagine being like the parents of this kid. And you're like, where you going, Johnny?
Yeah, I'm going to Target. Why you always go to Target and you never come back with anything? There's no items that you come back with. Are they sold out of everything? No, I'm getting content.
My TikTok's popping.
I'm getting content for TikTok, Mom. I'll be back. I need to find some young shits.
Fine shit.
Some fine shits. All right, let's take a break because you guys always complain that I don't take breaks, and I can feel myself because I want to talk about a TikTok prank that I saw.
Oh yeah. Let's reset.
And that's going to take some time. You know me and my TikTok pranks. I found another one, and this guy has a whole library. So I want to put you guys up on, the newest TikTok prank that I've seen. We've seen the pickup artists in department stores We've seen the guys who try to flirt with older men. We've seen all kinds of great pranks. The good boy. The trying to get somebody to unlock a bathroom because you tell them your brother's in there, but it's really a stranger. It's all kinds of great ones. I've got the next great TikTok prank to show you guys.
Finding some good ones.
I know. That's what I do with my afternoons. I got nothing but free time. Stay right there. We'll be back.
We'll be right back with Sam Roberts Show. We're back with Sam Roberts Show.
Derek in New York.
Yo.
Whoa.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey. So, the guy you got to get to go to the pickup convention camp is Hot Dog. You got to send Hot Dog. You got to find a way to send him.
It would be cool, thank you, Derek, to have Hot Dog totally change his vibe into pickup Hot Dog. You know what I mean? Like, and also that way he could really own the name. Because everything is supposed to be kind of mysterious. Like, yeah, they call me Hot Dog, but I'll let you find out why later. Irresistible to women. Speaking of irresistible to women, President Trump. Yeah, shout out to President Trump. Got himself a new whip yesterday. He was like, well, Tesla stock is down, so I'm going to do the thing that a president should do and try to get the stock back up. Because, we don't have any real thing else to worry about. So he had apparently I don't know if it's just him. Presidents aren't allowed to drive themselves. Aren't allowed to drive themselves. Is that right?
I don't know.
Because he said he's not allowed to drive.
Oh yeah, wasn't that a thing with Obama when he did comedians in cars? They really didn't want him to drive. Well, yeah,
that's wild.
Something like that. I forget.
Was he but he wasn't the sitting president when he did it, or he was the sitting president when he did comedians in cars?
He was not.
That's interesting.
Oh no, he was. He was from the White House.
Right. So maybe when you're the sitting president, you're not allowed to drive?
Can presidents drive?
Yeah, what if I want to cruise? You know what I mean?
Current and former U.S. presidents and vice presidents are not allowed to drive a vehicle on a public road due to safety concerns.
Is driving that dangerous? What do they think? People are going to try to crash into you because you're the president?
Maybe. Maybe it's like a Mario Kart thing.
Yeah, but what if, can you imagine? Wait, what, they're chucking apples and shit at you?
Yeah, apples.
There might be banana peels on the road.
Banana peels on the road are a huge risk.
Shells, green and red.
Yeah.
Red ones definitely you don't want because those go directly at you.
Oh, yeah. No.
Green ones can go wherever.
You can avoid a green one. You ain't avoiding a red one unless you have the boombox.
Then it's different.
Then it's a different scenario, but I don't know. Look.
That's probably why.
Worst case scenario, president's driving down the road, all of a sudden it's an upside down question mark, but he doesn't realize the question mark's upside down until he gets there because some asshole put it right next to the right side up question marks. Well, yeah, and then you're fucked.
Yep.
No, but what if you're listening to Roxette and you want to join the joyride?
You can do it in a private road.
Do you get a private road if you're the president? Is there a track or something?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. He could drive around Mar-a-Lago.
I'd be so frustrated if I was the president, because I guarantee it's dude, can I just drive myself this time?
I just want to go to Wendy's.
No, Mr. President, we have to, I don't want to tell you where I'm going. I know I wouldn't want to tell them where I'm going, because very often I'll leave the house, and I'm just going out. I'm going to be out for 45 minutes. And my wife will be like, where are you going? I'm like, I'll be back. Don't worry about it.
I didn't know you were so secretive.
I'm like that. I don't want to do it. I want to just.
Is it because you don't want to bring her back something?
No, I just don't. I don't want to.
Because you have mentioned before that when you tell her you're going to Dunkin', and she asks for something,
she eats me out of house and home. And this lady, I will sometimes forget I have to loop back, but these coffees are not cheap.
No,
it's not that. I just don't want to. I want to know I'm going where I'm going, wherever the open road takes me.
If your wife says, "Where are you going?" you're like, none of your business.
I say wherever the open road takes me.
It's weird.
And she's like, what are you talking about? You're taking residential streets to get to. Can you just tell me where you're going for lunch? And I go, honey, you'll know when I know, but I just got to go.
Do you do that sometimes? You get in the car and you don't even know where you're going?
Very often. I go, I'm hungry, don't know where I'm going.
Just go to the kitchen.
But I'll figure it out when I get there. No, because I got to leave the house right now. That's just the space that I'm in. Got to leave the
house so long.
Got to leave the house right now. and get everything straight, get my mind right.
And inevitably, you end up at either Wendy's or McDonald's.
It's like lunch roulette.
It is lunch roulette. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I've done that before. And
It's
you,
the
like,
best.
you get somewhere and you're like, oh, that line's too long. Guess I'm going somewhere else.
Going somewhere else. Subway it is, once again.
You have a Jersey Mike's near you.
It's not that close.
Yeah, but wherever the road takes you.
That's true. But then sometimes I think it's going to be 20 minutes to get there. That means 20 minutes to get back. I don't have that kind of time.
What do you have to come back for?
I got to watch prank videos on TikTok.
Okay, all right, now we're talking.
I got a whole day planned. But so regardless, I you know, especially these Secret Service people. Where would you like to go today?
Shut up.
None of your business. Yeah. None of your business. I don't want to tell you that I'm going to Target again to check the figure section. I don't want to tell you that.
Mr. President, Target again?
Yes, but I don't want to talk about it.
But, yeah, just
and what? Don't say again. Don't say again. Normalize it for me, if you would.
Mr. President, a different Target this time?
And then the media would be sitting there going like, President was spotted again in the toy section at Target. This isn't news. Don't report it.
President was spotted again leafing through the same action figures.
Yeah, you know, you could just contact and we'll send them to you. Yes, but then there would be no hunt.
I like the thrill of the chase.
I'm chasing.
President was spotted breaking boxes again in his car.
Yeah. Tops would be happy to send you a shipment. I don't want that.
It's the thrill of the hunt.
I am hunting right now. Please. Mr. President, you think it's appropriate to be toy hunting when everything going on in the Ukraine? I'm trying to get my mind off of the Ukraine.
I need to be centered.
Will you just let me hunt a couple of figures? Plus, I hate the stock at this Target. It's driving me crazy.
Mr. President, another Target, perhaps?
Yeah, but don't say another one. Stop saying that.
No, that would be really annoying. Like, as
Right?
a president, I understand, like, you are the leader of the free world, so you've got a great, job. But
I get one of those Michael Jackson disguises so I could go out. And I'd be like, nope.
they wouldn't let you.
Well, I tell them, it'd be a disguise from them, too. I'd put it on before, like, in the White House.
You would just walk out of the
Yes.
White House bedroom, and they'd be like, I guess that's not Sam.
That's right. And I'd wear my Not Sam shirt. I'd be like, yeah, somebody else, I guess. Yeah, no, and I go, and then, yeah. But I shut the bedroom door.
You'd be like, Sam's in there. He's taking
You
a
could
big
do the
dump.
trick where you stack the pillows into like a body.
That's right.
Balloon head.
That's
Little
right.
Ferris Bueller action.
Ferris Bueller snore tape.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess he's taking a nap again. I don't know.
You'd
But
be like,
yeah.
why is this weird man leaving the president's bedroom?
You know what I do? I get an Elon mask. And
Okay.
they'd be like, I guess the president's in his bedroom with Elon. They must be discussing things. And then they think Elon was leaving, but it'd really be me. And I'd make Elon sleep in the bed. I go, Elon, I'm going to put on my Elon disguise. You lay in the bed.
I'm going to go get cards or action figures or both.
And I would tell Elon, because he's my best friend. I go, Elon, I'm going to go figure hunting.
Well, yeah, he's the first buddy.
Yeah. He's my first bud. I go, Elon, I need to go do this. He's like, of course, Mr. President. Of course you do.
Hey, bring me back one.
Yeah. Look, that's again.
Get all.
Yeah. We love figures. Okay, not with that much enthusiasm, Elon. We love that stuff. Yeah, I know.
Got it.
Are you going to take your new car? Yes.
Yes. I'm making the payments.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I'd do. I'd have Elon come into the bedroom with me. If there's a scandal, there's a scandal. Let it be. Because there's nothing weird going on in there. And then I make Elon get in bed. I'd put Elon's clothes on. And then I go out and be like, it's just me, Elon.
I'll be back.
And then I'd leave and do my regular guy stuff. And then I'd come back and go, okay, Elon, get out of bed.
You got to go now.
But so, yeah, they said, Trump thinks Elon is a great patriot, so he wanted to support his business Tesla because the stock is like tanking. And so Trump was like, well, this will help for sure. And he had them bring like a whole bunch of Tesla models to the White House because I guess he can't go to the dealership because they said at the risk of the American people referring to him as a wanksta if he doesn't cop nothing. And you can't have that on a global scale. So they brought the Teslas to him, and I was a little surprised. I thought he was going to go Cybertruck, but it looked like, what did he go with, the Model Y? The red one?
I have no idea.
I think he went with the red one, because they brought a Cybertruck, they brought like all the different models, and Trump somebody did a close-up of the paper he was holding. He actually had a sales brochure
I saw that.
from Tesla. We interrupt leading the free world for this Tesla commercial.
Like prices of all of them on there.
Yes, he did it. Yeah, he did a commercial for Tesla in the middle of the day.
Cool.
I'd like to invite the press to my Tesla live read.
Does he do BetterHelp?
Yeah. Also, it can be very stressful picking out a new Tesla. What I find is talking to somebody helps. That's HELP. Promo code Trump. Yeah, he had all the info out there. I guess so he can get the pricing out there. I can't imagine that was for him. Like, he's like, I'm looking for the best deal on a Tesla. So he got the info out there. And I love, too, that it says Model X CT, which stands for Cybertruck, Model S, and Model Y. But then they put in parentheses what color they each are, so that he could easily decipher the difference between the Cybertruck and the Model X.
That'd be rough for McClure.
Why? He doesn't like it when you bring that stuff up.
What are you talking about?
I am saying, though, McClure, I mean, the fact that one's silver and one's gray,
They're all the same.
McClure would be like, I don't know what the guys are talking about right now.
These are the same color.
He'd look like Pam in The Office.
It's the same picture.
It's the same picture.
So, yeah, I think he picked the red one, which is only $60,000, so good for him. I mean, that Cybertruck is $114,000. I didn't know they run for that much. I guess that's with full self-driving.
I mean, it is on brand for him to pick the cheapest one.
Yeah. That feels like, I don't know, I didn't even look at the price. It feels like, is that the most economic one, too?
No, I didn't know. Okay. I didn't notice.
Guess I will pick that one.
Coming out of my pocket? Okay.
Yeah, sure. Sure it is. Yeah, so and then the media came and they covered, and they were able to take this picture of Trump and Elon together, which is very reminiscent of a construction site and at The Sopranos, where Phineas, I got tickets to the Yankees. Why don't you meet me under the bat? Yeah, it's very. Is it because Elon's mouth is open and his tongue's out a little bit?
And Trump's kind of making the same face. Look.
Yeah. Trump's like, oh, they're still taking pictures. And Elon's like, using my mouth. Oh, let's go, using the mouth. Like, okay, Elon, calm down.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. So, we're selling Teslas. Yeah. The White House press corps, that they did a good job. They were like saying that they're not going to let as many people in to the White House press corps anymore.
Right.
Because people were abusing the privilege, and they want to make sure that the news gets out the way it should get out, and the right people are here to cover this really, really important stuff.
Literally.
So, that's funny. And so they had the media assemble in the driveway of the White House while the president was selecting which cars to purchase. And then they opened the floor for questions, I believe.
President Trump, are you looking to buy or lease today?
Well, I'm going to buy. And I'm going to buy because,
good question.
Number one, it's a great product, as good as it gets. And number two, because this man has devoted his energy and his life to doing this. I think he's been treated very unfairly by a very small group of people. And I just want people to know that you can't be penalized for being a patriot. And he's a great patriot. And he's also done an incredible job with Tesla. And, I mean, nobody else has a car company started up in the last 30 years that's been successful. I don't think so. And not only successful, but super successful.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't realize you were going to economics class here.
Hey, Sam, you're not only doing a good job.
Tell me.
You're doing a super good job.
Thank you very much. Let me tell you something. I get why Elon hangs around so much, because that felt good.
How tall is Elon?
Super good.
That felt super good.
Troy, I think he's super tall. Hang on.
I mean, Trump is like 6'3". Look how much taller he is than Trump.
Elon's a very tall guy.
He's 6'2".
Oh.
Elon?
How tall is Trump? He's got to be at least 6. I thought he was like 6'1" or 6'2".
Yeah, I think Trump's
6'3".
Oh,
maybe they're
it's just forced perspective
a little.
Yeah,
still 6'2", 6'3". That's a very masculine height. Those
super height.
Maybe Elon's in heels.
He might be.
He might be wearing Little Marco's shoes, because the Little Marco, it feels like they do not respect. They do not. He's the hot dog of the group.
They're
They've been
shitting
pushing
all
him
over
around so much.
Oh, they're shitting all over him.
Yeah, they are. They go like
And
this.
rightly so.
They go like they're talking.
You
to,
think?
You think so?
Little Marco?
Yeah.
He's a little bit of a turd, no?
You mean because they were like so insulting about him, and now he's just sitting in the room with them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
He deserves it.
I get that.
Of course.
Yeah.
They're like the guy. They go like that. They're insulting Zelensky, and he's like, "That's really disrespectful." And they're like, "Oh, I don't know. The guy with the lifts told us to say it." And Marco's like, "What?
Who? DeSantis? No.
The
fuck? The other one.
The first guy with the
other
lifts.
Florida turd.
The guy who gave DeSantis the idea to wear the stilts.
I sold my soul for this.
Yeah, Heels over here. Let us know that was a good idea. Watch out, he might put lipstick on. I'm kidding, Marco. I'm kidding.
We're just teasing you.
Marco's like, what the fuck's going on here? I was building a whole career. I ran for president. What happened? Are you buying a Tesla in the driveway right now and holding a press conference? I don't know about. Oh, go ahead.
No, you.
I was going to say I don't know about the unfairly thing because they said like that. You know, obviously Tesla stock is crashing right now, but Tesla stock went through the roof in December. And they said that was because that investors thought that Elon's relationship with Trump would be good for the company. Like, I know that the nature of sort of public discourse has shifted on Elon, and a lot of that is political. But when it comes to like heavy investors, the type of heavy investors,
Not me and my $10.
right? Not like, yeah, not you getting angry on Twitter and going like, well, my 3 shares of Tesla are fucking gone. No, I'm talking about the people who own enough where you are like, where you can crater a stock. Like, these are people who do not care. Like, these are soulless people who do not care about politics. They don't care about hurt feelings. They don't care. All they care about is the bottom line.
Yeah.
And I think it has a lot more to do with economics and tariffs, and they're worried about the short term of what Trump is doing right now, and the fact that he isn't necessarily being favorable to Tesla in his policies. Like, if anything, he's making it so that it's easier to not make electric cars.
Right, but are they taking into account the one car that was sold yesterday in Washington?
Well, he bought the cheapest one, though, unfortunately.
And he's probably getting a friends and family discount.
Yeah. Don't worry, we're hooking it up. Hooking it up. I brought this fish hook. Okay. No.
Hey, hook this up.
Hook it up. Elon, we love the props.
He's Carrot Top.
He really is.
You want to hear the rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last 30 years it's been successful. I don't think so. And not only successful, but super successful. And because he's able to find billions and billions and billions of dollars of fraud and waste and all of the things. I mean, our country is going to be very strong very soon.
I hope so.
Because
Yeah,
of
me
a
too.
lot of the things that he's done and a lot of the things that I'm doing. And there's no better team, but there's no better for what we're doing.
Right.
There's nobody like this, and he shouldn't be penalized. And when I watched the other day, I said, I can't believe it. It should be the opposite.
Oh.
People should be going wild, and they love the product, but
We need a Tesla! Give us cars!
Look, I'd happily buy a new car if I had the money for it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But at
these,
this point,
I'm going to tell you the truth about the product itself.
it's all going into eggs.
These Teslas seem unbelievable. I would love to drive a Tesla around. Just vee. I'm always like, I mean, I told you yesterday, the Cybertrucks seem amazing. I see these Cybertrucks parked at the grocery store. I go like, that looks awesome. It looks like somebody drove their spaceship to the grocery store. I would love to drive a spaceship to the grocery store. You know what the problem is? I go in the grocery store, I got to get a second mortgage so I could get eggs.
That's what I was going to say. If you can afford a Cybertruck, you could definitely afford the grocery store.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for me, my money's all tied up in...
It's tied up in meats and eggs.
Yeah.
I'm trying to buy these chicken breasts to feed these kids. I mean, it's eating me out of house and home.
Yeah.
And this one's going, you know.
Why don't you guys buy cars?
Why aren't you going wild for Teslas?
You guys should be going nuts.
No, I mean, nuts. My 401k is in the shitter.
Oh, I don't even want to look.
You can't. You can't.
I haven't.
You shouldn't. We're not retiring anytime soon, bro.
Let me take a peek.
No.
Let me just take a quick peek.
At no point.
I just want to look at the percentage.
I'm not retiring till I'm 80, so I'm not even considering it.
Let me just see.
Are you really looking?
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I want to.
I'm not going to tell you how much it's down, but I'll tell you.
Sure.
The
That's
percentage.
You don't want to dox yourself. That's personal.
No, where is it? Hang on.
Let's see. It's not good, Troy. These 401ks.
Oh, wait, I went into the wrong.
But we do have a Doge check coming at some point.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. He said it.
Just because he said it doesn't make it true.
You're calling him a liar?
I'm saying that I do believe that a lot of people speak out of turn.
Well, listen, I tell you, how about this?
Boy.
If he's not lying, Travis has to give us his Doge check.
I don't think that's how it works.
Okay, bets on. Handshakes are made. It was on the air.
And if it's happening, Travis gives us the Doge checks, and Hot Dog gives his Doge check to the Department of Transportation.
Because he loves
I would love a Doge check, but I'm pretty sure it'll come as a dividend and my taxes instead of an actual check.
Oh, they always get you with the dividends.
Yeah.
No, I don't want that.
Oh, 8% is not good.
Down
in the last month.
Not in a month.
8%.
Oh, I kind of just wish I had gotten it in my check and put the cash away.
Oh.
Yeah, no, don't look at it. We're not retiring, dude.
Trump said there's gonna be some growing pains, so we're gonna bounce back.
Show me that smile again. Yeah, he keeps saying, "Don't worry."
No, Biden put it so much in the shitter. He's got to he's got to dig it out.
He didn't realize how deep we were in.
He shouldn't have said day one the eggs were going to come down. That's where
that was a bad.
pissed.
That was a mistake.
He should have said, "Give me some time. I got to get in there. We
Yeah.
got to make some more chickens, and they'll give you some eggs."
Is that what they got to do?
Well, Biden killed all the
Give
chickens.
us some time.
We gotta
the
get these-
chickens are fucking.
They're fucking. He goes, "No, we got the chickens fucking. They're babies though. Now we made a bunch of chicks. You got to wait until these chicks get older,
Just
and
hang
then
tight.
those chicks will make eggs, and we'll get those chicks fucking too.
They all got to be of age.
Of course. We're not monsters. No.
So just give us some time. The chickens are currently fucking.
Yeah.
And I saw something on X where I think egg prices are down a little bit. So
Are they?
I think they're heading in the right direction.
I mean, I don't want to see it on X. I want to see it on a shelf.
Yeah, you let me know when
With
you go buy
eggs.
Toots some eggs.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me know if they're down.
How about don't put it on X? Put it on a price tag. Okay. Excuse me, miss. The eggs seem very expensive. I have this X post here that they're supposed to be going down.
Well, Toots couldn't even have his. I was at Trader Joe's the other day. No eggs. None.
Probably because they're so cheap, everybody's buying them.
Yeah. Not because a panic has been set in for eggs. Poor Toots.
I
know. He's got to be so depressed. Back in New York.
Oh, yeah.
And without eggs.
And then you're sitting there telling this cat, "Don't worry, a Doge check is coming." The cat's like, "Are you fucking crazy?" Maybe a dividend, maybe. No.
I would happily take a Doge check. I'm trying to pay for Disney. Although
thought
it's not
you'd be-
coming until next year anyway, so earliest.
If you get a $5,000 Doge check, will you say on the air that Trump and Elon are fucking awesome?
No, but I would appreciate it because I do think that it is a good idea that if you are saving money, that you do pass it on to the taxpayers. That is obviously a good idea. Doge, in its, the idea of it is, of course, a good idea. Cut government spending? Obviously, yes.
But you can't just fire everybody and then go like, "We're taking all those salaries and we're cutting you checks."
He's doing other stuff other than firing
But
everybody.
you can't just fire everybody and then a day later be like, actually, can you guys all come back?
They're stopping the transgender mice.
That's not.
I forgot about the transgender mice. I'm glad, yeah.
So, I mean, I don't want transgender mice. Do you?
Transgenic.
Transgender, I think.
No. But no, of course, if there's savings, yes, that's a great idea. I'm not so set in my ways that I can't say oh, that is a good idea. Thank you for that.
And Trump said the other day that we're going to have so much money we won't even know where to spend
I
it.
cannot wait.
So just brace yourself.
For the money? For the green wave?
All the suffering that we're doing now, just wait.
It's for a greater cause.
Yeah. There's big money coming to all of us.
And guess what? If he's right, that's great because I'm not the kind of person who just wants him to fail because I don't like him. Of course, every president should be successful because then we are.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the money than to say the guy failed. I don't care about people failing.
Absolutely.
I want the money.
Yeah. So yes, I hope these policies are good. And if I get that check, guess where I'm going?
Disney.
Yes.
Well, grocery store first.
Probably the grocery store, yeah, because I am really hungry.
Yeah, $5,000. That'll get me 3 dozen eggs. That's great.
And think of all the tchotchkes you can get at Disney.
Oh,
Yeah, you could start. You could be pin trading like always.
I don't pin trade.
Yes, your wife sent me your backpack. It's full of pins.
That's her backpack.
That's horseshit. She said it was yours. He was lying to us. Look, I'll show you.
I'm sure she did. It's not my backpack.
She
It's
said-
hers.
Already is. He knows it's. He's
He
getting
knows
called
it's
out.
hers. He's
No,
like,
because she fucks
"Oh
with
my
me
God.
behind my back. She didn't even tell me that she sent that picture.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's what he's saying. She didn't send the backpack, did she? I was checking my DMs, but it's in the text.
She's like, the wife sold me out again.
Again. She doesn't even tell me. I got to change
Look,
Look,
I'm glad she does this.
I'm not going to show you the text because that's private communication.
Yeah.
But here's the photo.
That's
on
not
that?
my
That's
bag.
a lot of pins.
It's
Holy
not my
shit,
bag.
Travis. How come it says Travis on the bag?
It does say Travis. It says Travis. Yeah. What's his license plate say? Right here.
T-Dog.
Right there, right? It says Travis, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Tell you one thing it doesn't say. Does not say Lisa.
Bitch. I can't believe her. She didn't even tell me she said that.
She did you dirty.
She does me dirty all the time behind my back.
Well, I know she doesn't do you dirty. She tells the truth.
Your wife is the best.
She actually values the listeners.
It's fake news. She's not getting any of my Doge check.
She's got her own Doge check.
And and trust me when I tell you, she's getting his too.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know. I guess it never came.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Well, congrats to Trump for getting a new car.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I do feel like people who are paying attention, like there are people going like, we were supposed to like be winning by now, right? Because remember Steve Ducey? Remember he would like drive Biden's press secretary up the wall with all his questions? Like he really was a thorn in her side. Did you see the video of yesterday?
No, I heard something about.
Yeah, it's all over X. That's an easy find. I would have sent it to you. I should have. But Steve Ducey was in the driveway while Trump was car shopping. And yeah, he actually asked like a real kind of poignant
was this
question. Yeah, he's probably throwing to his own clip, but yeah.
This is a White House that came in trying to get federal workers to retire by the hundreds of thousands.
Oh wait, no,
but,
this is
it's
him.
tough to.
This is a report of him kind of saying the same thing that he said in the driveway.
Oh, my bad. All
Yeah.
right.
No, it's the same information, but if
Man, I wish you had sent that clip.
see,
No, see what?
that's on me, dog.
That is, you know what? As long as you can admit that.
That's
that is
on me,
you.
dog.
Do you see Tesla?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Don't be so flippant about it.
I am gonna be flipping. I'll be flipping all
you're
day.
quick. You got it.
No, that's just a screenshot.
All right, scroll down there. You found it.
Trump told. Okay. here
See?
we go.
Hello, President
Use
Trump.
those
Are you looking
spindly
to buy
little
or
fingers.
lease today?
Well, I'm
That
going
was
to
him.
buy, and I'm going to buy because, number one, it's a
All right,
great
this is the same clip we listened to.
Oh, maybe it was just the second part of the clip. Maybe we had-
finding all sorts of terrible things that have taken place against our country.
Oh yeah, go back.
We want to
go-
penalize them in a.
This is the answer, but if you
We
Yeah.
listened to this.
Okay,
So we just got to keep going.
let's keep going.
Okay.
Economic sense, and I just think that's very unfair. So I just wanted to make a statement. I'm going to buy one. Now, here's the bad news. I'm not allowed to drive because I haven't driven a car in a long time, and I love to drive cars. But I'm going to have it at the White House, and I'm going to let my staff use it. I'm going to let people at the place use it, and they all are all excited about that. I'm not allowed to use it. Can you believe it? One of my great things in life is that I can. You know, I like to drive cars, but I'm
They
not.
cut it
allowed
off
to.
right before poor Steve Ducey. So Steve Ducey basically said, you're out here, you know, there are going to be some people that are watching you buy a car right now that are watching their retirement fund go into the shitter. And he said it right and I was like, whoa, Steve Ducey is out here pulling no punches. And yeah, that's when Trump went into his whole, don't worry about it. You're all going to be doing so
Don't
good.
worry.
Yeah, in a little while, you're all going to be doing so good. But the fact that like Ducey is out here going, you know, people are like,
Oh, it was during the press briefing. Here.
people are broke.
Dow dropping and dropping and dropping is a period of transition. You're sure nobody here at the White House shorted the Dow?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, now he's talking about short of the Dow.
But is there any concern here that it's going to be harder to ask certain federal workers to retire if they look at their retirement accounts and they're getting robbed every day?
Well, I'm glad you brought up workers because that's exactly who President Trump is looking out for.
Okay, all right. So,
Okay.
all right.
Figured it out.
Cleaned it all up, no problem. But look at Steve Ducey out there, not just being.
Hey, maybe Ducey's a real one.
I know. Maybe he just wants to be out there a pain in the ass to everybody. If he's being a pain in the ass to everybody,
By the way, that's what you should be.
of course. If you're sitting in that room, your job is to be a pain in the ass to absolutely whoever is in that.
That's the point of the press.
Right.
It was.
It was.
That's what Stephen A. was telling LeBron.
Yeah.
I'm supposed
Stephen
to-
A. should be in there.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be shitting all over your kids. Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see, but it'd be nice.
What if we all get a Tesla?
I'd be pretty stoked at that.
If they gave us, would they let us pick? Because I really want that Cybertruck.
No, it's the base model.
If they said
It's the Trump model.
No, you have to give the Cybertruck.
You would, you do.
If they said, okay, everybody gets a Cybertruck, no Epstein files, I'd be like,
that's fine.
Okay.
I didn't even know that was an option.
Yeah, I'd take it.
I would take that too. And it's like, you guys got to shut up about it.
And imagine how nice it would be too if they said, we're not doing the Epstein stuff, we're not doing the JFK stuff, we're not giving you any of that information, but everybody gets a Cybertruck and check the glove compartment. And there was like $250 in there.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Cash. That'd be nice.
Tax free?
It's cash.
Just cash.
That's why they don't tell you. They say check the glove compartment.
Just see what's in there.
I don't know.
Who knows?
See if maybe somebody left something in there. I
And
don't
a
know.
honey bun.
Yeah.
And a handwritten note from Trump and Elon.
That's so many notes.
Good looking out. But it would just say good looking out. That's
No,
all
they
it
would
would
do
say.
it with the pen that Biden uses.
Yeah.
The auto pen.
Yeah, the auto pen. So stupid. We think
You can make as many notes as you want.
Rattle off notes all day. Okay, I'd be cool with that.
There was a report that Biden could have been using an auto pen.
Isn't that great?
By the way, apparently, like every president has used one for years.
I'm positive.
It's not a big deal.
I'm positive
But
they have.
you know what? They're saying that the pardons
No, I know.
may not be hold up in court if it's an auto pen.
That's fine.
But wouldn't that be funny?
It'd be hilarious. But
It'd be hilarious because then we'd have to go, because then you know that the other side would go back to, did Trump use an auto pen? Did Bush use an auto pen?
Let's get petty.
That's
great.
Let's
Petty's
just get
fun.
rid of
I
all
love
those
petty.
pardons.
That'd be funny as shit.
Oh, if everybody had to go back to jail?
Everybody goes back to jail.
Everybody gets sued.
And they just get fed up. Then fuck it, we're not doing pardons anymore. Everybody who got pardoned, go back. I'm so sick of this.
God damn it.
No, you're not, and you're not part. And nobody in the future's pardoning. We're done. We're done. We're
Nobody
done.
gets a pardon.
Goddamn
Had to
auto pen
open
has
up that
everybody
can of
going
worms.
crazy. You know they all used it. You knew what was going to happen here. Fuck. And you said anybody could use the Tesla, and you never let me use the Tesla.
I want to use the Tesla. You said it was for all of us.
I want to
you
drive
can't
the Tesla.
drive.
You said we could use a Tesla, but somebody's always using it, and nobody charges it.
It's probably just Elon using it all the time.
Doing donuts. And he's holding a donut. I'm doing donuts. Here's the donuts.
So, Troy, you would take a Tesla in exchange for no Epstein file.
No Epstein, and I'll never bring it up again.
And you'll never bring it up
Never
again.
bring it up.
Also, $250 maybe in the glove compartment. Just check it.
There's just a note with $250 inside your new Tesla that says, "Yep, he killed himself," and you go, "Okay,
Yeah,
all right."
and I have to go on the air and be like, "Hey guys, guess what?
As it turns out,
Epstein killed himself and didn't sex traffic to anybody."
And I go like this.
Oh, so now we're not even we're past like not releasing the files. We're saying that this man didn't do anything.
He killed himself and was but no, you can't say definitely. It would say, as it turns out, he definitely just killed himself, and also most likely not guilty.
Yeah. They had no clients. It was just him.
There is no list.
There is no list. It was just him.
Yeah. Guys, as it turns out, I was totally off on this one.
By the way, did you see my new Cybertruck?
Guys, I've never been more wrong.
I got it wrapped.
Yeah, I don't know. I had a spare $250. I used it to get a car wrapped.
Things are good.
Things are good, man. Things are good. This was a best case scenario. Brian in Bosbom.
No, Boban.
Boban? What's up, Brian?
Awesome. Good morning, fellas. Great show. Trump, the reason you believe that Trump is 6'3" is because he says he's 6'3".
That's right.
Obama is 6'2", and look at them standing next to each other. Trump's about 5'11".
No.
Yeah.
All right.
Check the when Trump first got elected, Obama and him are standing next to each other. Obama is a 6'2".
Let's make Trump show his birth certificate.
One other thing on the $5,000 coming back from Doge.
Yeah.
If you're $36 trillion in the hole, no one should be getting $5,000.
Yeah, that is true. Thank you, Brian.
I disagree with that.
I mean,
thank you, Brian. I love the idea of like, we're going to solve this debt problem. How are you going to do that? Everyone's getting $5,000.
Yeah, we're just gonna give
Great.
everybody money.
Great.
You got to stimulate the economy.
I'll tell you this. When W
Yeah.
Everybody was mad at W.
For what? What did he ever do?
Why?
Well, he did a lot.
No, but then he sent out checks. Remember when he sent out checks?
Was that to forget about 9/11?
I think that's what the check was for. And you know what?
Here's a check. Hey, by the way, I had nothing to do with 9/11.
And you know what? And then I got the check, and you know what I said?
Huh?
Man, those terrorists hate our freedom.
They do.
Everybody loves a handout.
I love a check.
Even if they...
Remember the stimmies?
Stimmies were the best.
Stimmies were the best.
Was able to buy a car.
I mean, to this day, people go like, "Oh man, we lost a lot of people in COVID." And you go, "Yeah, what about the stimmies though?"
Yeah.
How much? That check was like what? $200?
Yeah, we got a couple.
Couple stimmies.
Yeah, a couple stimmies.
No.
By the way, having a family worked out real well when the stimmies were coming.
Oh yeah, because you got more stimmies the more family you had.
Yeah.
I wish we had our third when the stimmies were going.
I know, right?
That
You
was
should be
bad
able to
timing.
backdate it.
Can I get a stimmy for this baby too?
Because these eggs it's eating super expensive.
Yeah. I mean, these kids love eggs. What can I tell you?
It's like your life is ruined. COVID's fucking up your children's lives. Mm-hmm. All this shit. Here's $500. We're good, right?
Great. I'm going to Disney. $25 flights.
That was fun.
Oh, that was the best.
Oh, I love those flights.
That really is all it takes too. All it takes is like, I know how bad this is.
Little government cheese.
How does $500 sound?
Sounds good to me.
I think that could solve basically every problem I've got. Do I have to pay it back? No.
Nope.
No.
Free.
Do I have to tell you what I'm spending it on?
No.
Nope. Yeah, that sounds great actually.
I'd love that.
I think we're good. I think we're good.
Okay, fine. I'll sit here for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, my kid is missing their senior year of high school. How's 500 sound? Great. Great, actually. I mean, probably should tell you more that there's that many people in our country that need $500 that badly. Like,
yeah.
Should probably be a higher amount, but
it's going to be 5,000.
Do you know when? Do you have an approximate?
I'm still waiting on the JFK files, bro. That was supposed to happen week 1. I'm still waiting on info about the drones.
I mean, Trump has said he doesn't want to tackle daylight savings because it's too controversial.
It's a 50-50.
It's 50-50.
I don't care about... Forget the daylight savings. I just want the JFK files.
Well, we saw what happened when we got the Epstein files. I gave it to libs of TikTok and it was all blacked out. What?
What? Why does she have the binder?
And there's nothing in the binder. Why'd you give her a binder? Why'd you give her the binder? And why didn't you put any information in it?
It's all old shit.
I like that she came out in that, like, they walk out and she's holding up the binder like, here it is.
I got it.
Everybody's fucked. And you open it up, there's nothing.
Nothing. Not a goddamn thing.
There's the libs of TikTok chick. Look how happy she is.
Got my binder.
Got the binder.
What's in it? Nothing.
I haven't opened it yet, but I'm...
Bill Gates is fucked.
Same stuff we knew a year ago.
Yeah.
No new information.
Yeah. Nothing. Well,
what a dumb thing to do.
Yeah, that pissed everybody off on both sides.
So stupid. I mean, you look like a fucking idiot.
Who does?
They all do.
Everyone involved?
The entire administration, all these
look.
people. Like, why? I just, like, you know, when they're saying, like, okay, JFK files or Epstein files are coming Friday. Epstein files are coming next week. Don't say anything. Just one day they magically appear.
Right. Let me ask you this. I know you're upset about that.
Yeah.
Would 5K change your tune?
5K in a Cybertruck. I mean, I'll take a Tesla at this. I'll just a regular, whatever the Model Y or whatever it was.
Right.
I would stop talking about the JFK files.
I hope they do give Troy a Tesla, just because then he'll have to pay $9 a day to have it in New York City.
Just keep it down in Florida.
Imagine driving a Tesla all the way down to Florida.
Yeah, you'd be the man.
You would be the
The
man.
entire time you go down 95.
Except he'd forget to charge it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's got to be charging stations around 95. Come on.
South of the border probably has some.
Just in North Carolina with an empty battery going like, oh, I did it again.
What?
I did it again. What am I going to do now? Tow truck has to come. He's like, yeah, we'll charge it, but it's going to take about 2 hours. Oh,
fine.
I gave up the files for this. All right, let's take a break. Kathy Kelly, an old friend of the show, is going to be joining us next. Stay right there.
We will be right back with Sam Roberts Show. We're back with Sam Roberts Show.
That's right.
This is one of those songs that I used to listen to in the 4th grade and like just scream and not understand the context for it all.
No. But I think it's an empowering song.
Yeah.
I think it's important.
I actually have Ice Cube on my wallpaper in my bathroom.
You have Ice Cube wallpaper?
It's a montage of a lot of things, but he's in there.
Well, I mean, is it L.A.? First of all, Kathy Kelly is here. Welcome, Kathy Kelly. You know Kathy Kelly from WWE as a backstage interviewer, or if you're a real one, you remember Kathy Kelly as an OG from the original Sam Roberts show.
From a decade ago.
That's crazy.
It's literally almost a decade ago.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Troy, you were there. We've been here every day since then. Oh, yeah. Every single goddamn day.
There's a lot of people who are still here and a lot of people who aren't.
Yeah. I would say, some of us survived. And, and that list gets smaller and smaller.
Some people you thought were lifers.
Yeah.
And then trying to get me paid for the show. And I said, you know what? Let's bring on another person. And what was his name?
D-Bag. Derek.
Yes.
That's right. I totally forgot.
So you hired him and he hated me. So that was clearly the worst decision that I've ever made.
He hated you?
Yes. Do you not remember how much he hated me?
No, I don't remember anything.
I think he was like...
I mean, honestly, and I hope he's listening. If D-Bag hates you, you're probably on the right side of history.
Okay.
But did he say, hey, Kathy, I hate you?
No, I think you told me he hated me. But it was also very obvious based off of his
if it was true,
demeanor towards me.
Shit.
Well, if he hated her, I wanted her to know, just so you know, D-Bag
Have you
hates
met Sam? That is like his entire MO.
No, I mean, I want people to know what's going on.
It's like you're coming into a show.
Kathy hates you. I forgot to tell you before she came.
It's like you're bringing her on the show to hang with you, and you're like, oh, by the way, this guy over here, he hates you.
Did I tell you while the show was on or after the show?
I mean, it was pretty obvious that he hated me.
Maybe you asked, I think he hates me, and I said, oh, yeah, he does. Maybe something like that?
Maybe.
Because that is definitely something I would
do. It was so long ago.
Who knows?
Let
do you know why
bygones be bygones.
He hated you?
Probably just my existence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
he may have been confused in some sort of ways.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. No, I mean, look, he did have an air of self-importance.
Yeah.
You want to be treated a certain way.
Yeah. He's just an intern.
Right. And so maybe he felt like he didn't want to be treated like that.
I thought the nickname was ironic.
D-Bag?
Yeah.
Until you realized.
No, that means something. That's really
yeah, no. It's based on a true story. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm glad you're here now and look at you.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've got legions of weirdo fans. They love you.
Yeah.
They love you. It's very interesting for because, WWE is such the middle thing there is wrestling. Mm-hmm. It's a wrestler-focused organization. The wrestlers have all these fans. But it's very, there's a whole, I feel like, Kathy Kelly contingent.
Is there?
I think so.
Really?
Every time you're on the screen, the internet's like, that's my favorite. That's Kathy Kelly. And it's like, okay, this would, I would like it, because you want people to support you, but also, I don't know, I'd be weirded out by it.
I don't know.
But I don't like attention.
Huh? Yeah, that haunt was loud.
Well, I don't like that kind of attention.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's news to me.
Wow.
Says the man who had a bobblehead made of himself.
My mom had that made of
okay.
me.
Sam, you're getting an update.
Who am I getting an update from? Oh, okay. Okay, this is coming in from Hot Dog. Oh.
Wait, what did he say?
It said, Derek did hate her. Confirmed.
Thank you. I'm glad we got that confirmation.
Well, I mean, wow. I had forgotten. I was going to say, I would have told you I never knew that, but you just told me, no, you're the one who told me.
Yes.
So I guess I'd forgotten.
Maybe you blocked it out of your memory.
I probably
blocked
did.
most D-Bag memories out of your memory.
I probably did, but now, he hated you enough that apparently at some point, maybe Hot Dog told me back then too. Maybe D-Bag confided in Hot Dog.
No, I'm pretty sure it was palpable. Like, everyone.
It's just a bad vibe?
Yes, yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Don't you love that?
I don't know if it was all women or just specifically me, but it was, yeah.
Yeah, we'd have to have him come back to find out if he hates Danielle.
Probably would.
Danielle's our intern.
Yeah.
But if he hated you, then I'd be like, it's a women thing. Maybe he hates women.
He's married to a woman.
How does he feel about her?
I know.
We got another update. Let's see. Okay.
He's leaking private conversations.
Oh, yeah.
Did he find a text thread where Derek said that he hated me?
He hated you and he hated somebody else, too.
Who's the other person?
I'm not going to say... No,
I wouldn't say the other one.
This one was a male who you know well. who I know well. But
Adrian?
No. Didn't hate Adrian.
Okay.
You know, I think he hated people that I actually liked. I think that's what it was. Based on his list of people he hated people who I actually liked.
You know, it feels like he was really vying for your love and attention.
Wow.
And
I got enough to go around.
Yeah.
Not enough for D-bag.
Nope.
I guess not.
Yeah.
I guess not. Then why didn't you hate hot dog? I like a hot dog.
Well, hot dog wasn't hot dog. I mean, he was hot dog, but I feel like he wasn't your number one at
My
the time.
little man's?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I guess that's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
But I loved my favorite thing. You've been gone for 10 years and you slipped right back into all this nonsense.
Oh, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like it's always there.
I mean, I'm very petty. I
You
hold
are?
on to resentment a
so
very
if you
long
saw
time.
D-bag, you'd be like, I know you hated me.
I probably wouldn't recognize him.
Listen to that. Nice. Listen to you really are petty. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But you're having a good time. You're traveling a lot.
Yeah, we leave for Barcelona tonight.
Yeah.
For 3 weeks, we're in Europe for WWE. I'm very excited about it.
And you're there for the whole 3 weeks?
Yes. Yeah.
That's wild. So where are you going?
Barcelona, Brussels.
Oh my gosh.
Bologna, Italy.
My God.
Glasgow, Scotland, and London for the last week.
Listen to these cities.
I know.
This
I'm
is
excited.
amazing. What are you going to be doing between WWE shows?
TBD.
That's
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
That's
we'll
great.
see how jet lagged I am. I did tell
Sure.
you off air that I have a suitcase full of mail because I've been home for 30 hours. So I just had to pack everything and I'm going to figure out my life while we're in Europe.
I was thinking sightsee. I didn't realize
Oh,
it,
yeah.
it had gotten
Yeah.
so dark.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
maybe
figure
I'll
out my
like see
life.
the Dolomites or something, and then I'll do my taxes the next week. you
Yeah.
know?
So you've only been home for like 30 hours.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. Just because you're all over the place.
Yeah.
But you love that.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm a little tired, but I love it so
You love
much.
being busy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because there are times when I wasn't busy, so I
is-
appreciate the busier times.
That is a thing. Like that can be very helpful. Having times when nobody is asking you to do anything. Like
Yeah.
nobody needs me anywhere.
Yeah.
That will remind you, you know what? It's kind of a blessing.
Yeah.
That anybody wants you to do anything.
Well, going back to what we were talking about 10 years ago, I was literally paying to work for years. And
Right.
even prior to coming out to New York, I was working in Los Angeles probably 80 to 100 hours a week, making $200.
Right.
So the fact that, I'm traveling this much and working this much, but actually getting paid to do it, I think is a blessing.
But it does feel good because there's so many people it doesn't work out for various reasons. Sometimes it's them, sometimes it's just shit luck, sometimes it's whatever. But like when you're in the thick of it, when you're young and you're making $200, you're losing money trying to pursue this thing. There's a lot of people around going like, "What are you, crazy? You shouldn't be doing this. Is a waste of your time. You should be making." When it finally works out, it feels like, thank God I wasn't a maniac. Thank God I wasn't an insane person.
That was actually my mom. Huge doubter.
Shout out
actually,
to your mom. Doubter or hater?
Maybe a little bit of both, depending on who you ask. If you ask my therapist, but one of the first things that actually made her believe was, I think, the Sam Roberts show that we did at Caroline's in New York.
Oh, the live show, like SummerSlam weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, you're actually doing stuff?"
She's like, "Oh, there are people who know who you are." And
look at that. Shout out to me.
I know.
Shout out to me.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, probably around that same time, I was having the same issues. Like every time I would do anything, I'd be like, "Hey, Dad, I'm doing this." He's like, "Oh, great. What's it pay?" Why the fuck would you ask what? You know it doesn't pay well. Why are you asking those questions?
Your parents were very supportive. They came to everything that you did.
Very supportive.
Yeah.
But my dad always wanted to know what the bottom line was, and for a long time, the bottom line wasn't pretty. It wasn't. It was shaky at best.
Yeah. But then your mom made you a bobblehead.
But she made me a bobblehead, and everything turned out great.
Yeah.
That's the story.
I still have it at my house.
You have one?
I have one. It's you with hair.
That was a long
It's
time
a collector's item.
Actually, if you could destroy that, we don't talk about that era at all anymore.
Okay.
We don't acknowledge that person ever existed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. But you're having fun.
Yeah.
You're having fun.
Yeah.
What have you been doing in New York? Not your taxes.
No.
You're saving that for Bologna.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. While I should be sightseeing,
Yeah.
I will be. I have a lot of friends here, so I've been trying to balance doing work stuff and seeing humans that I like.
Yeah, it has to be difficult for you to like, and it's important to maintain like personal relationships and friendships to remind yourself like I'm a human being too, not just somebody who's constantly working.
Do you maintain personal relationships? Is that what you're saying?
No, I attempt to, but then I realize nobody wants to see me.
I was going to say, you said that you have no friends.
I don't. So yeah, I go, you know what? I got to see my friends, and I just stare at my phone.
That's why you hang out with your kids all the time.
That's right.
Watch wrestling with them.
That's why we have so many. Because I told my wife I need to make friends.
Yes.
And she's like, yeah, you do need to start making some friends. I go, no. I mean, produce them, create them.
These people will be my social circle.
Yeah, they have no choice. They depend on me for sustenance.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'll
Okay.
hang out with them.
Yeah.
When people are like, you need to make friends.
That's why I have a dog.
A dog. That's the trick. That's
Yeah.
the first one.
Yeah.
That's the first one. What kind of dog?
He is half dachshund and then I think miniature pinscher and chihuahua.
A lot. A mutt.
Yes.
A tiny little mutt.
Yes.
What's his name?
Eugene.
Why?
Because he's named after Eugene Levy because when he was a puppy, his eyebrows were too big for his face.
That's very cute.
Yeah.
But now he's grown into his eyebrows.
Yeah. So
That's great.
he's Gene Kelly.
Gene Kelly. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Do people still think that you have a stage name?
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just like, no. No. I just ended up
One of
Kathy
the few.
Callahan. Yeah. On purpose. Now, look, okay. We've explored a lot of different things on the air together. A lot of different trends and things like that, right? Are you into pranks? You like pranks?
Sure.
You like TikTok? I know you like TikTok. You're all over TikTok.
Yeah.
You're a TikTok celebrity.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Debatable.
Not for me.
Okay.
So, I love TikTok pranks. That's what I liked on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
For the longest, I was like, I don't understand how people consume TikTok. I don't get it. Like, but then I found pranks on TikTok.
Oh.
And then I started.
Your FYP started FYPing.
Yeah. And the more pranks I watched, the more pranks I got.
Oh.
And I was like, this is amazing.
Okay.
It's just a tidal wave of goodness.
Are people pranking you or they're
No,
they're
just
pranking other people and you're enjoying
I'm enjoying
people's misfortunes?
I'm a spectator in the prank world.
Yes.
But it was actually really funny because Mike Montone and myself saw the exact same prank yesterday, and Mike knows I love pranks. Mike, also, you love pranks, yeah?
Absolutely.
They're the best.
For many years.
Yeah. I've been a prank guy for a long time. Ever since Tom Green was falling down off his crutches in a drugstore in front of people. I said, this is great. But Mike and I stumbled across the same prank at the same time yesterday. You know, the pranks that we've been talking about are like, I don't know if you've seen them. It's people who will go into, because these kids now have no semblance of how societies work anymore because the internet and the pandemic has totally fucked them up. Like they don't know, as long as they are filming, there's no reason to be a human being.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And like the idea, I was talking about it earlier, that line between I'm being ironic and I'm being truthful, lost. Like we're totally lost in that sauce. So like now the idea of a prank is just people will go into a McDonald's and they'll walk behind the counter and just go, I'm here to inspect it. And people will, and that's the whole prank. They're just walking around behind the counter of a McDonald's. Or my favorite one up until this one right now was, which one is this, Travis, that you just pulled up? Is this flirting with older men? Okay. I love young men who go up and find older men and like kind of kick it, because rizzing on TikTok is big. Do you see people get rizzed?
Yes.
Do you get rizzed when you go out in public?
It hasn't happened in a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because people will rizz. And they'll like, and that's a big TikTok thing.
Is this that they actually want to hit on older men and they're just disguising this as a prank?
It could be. I don't judge.
Yeah, okay.
I don't judge. And if it is, then it's still funny.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if it's, and maybe they don't know either.
They're like, I got you, but what's your number?
But seriously though, like maybe they're kind of exploring, like, I'm going to do this as a prank, but let's see if it feels right, you know? But so yeah, you want to play one of these?
One?
Yeah, like that ball guy is good.
Yeah, I think I haven't previewed this, but this one looks good.
Yeah, that's one I would click.
What in the world is a cutie patootie like you doing standing around?
What is a human weight talking about?
What in the world is a cutie patootie like you doing standing around?
I don't know what you're talking about. I got work to do.
You're cute.
I date only girls.
Well, aren't you just a cutie patootie? Well, aren't you just a cutie patootie?
You got me mixed up, man.
Well, hello, cutie pie.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
You're cute.
No. No, better move on.
Well, what the heck are you doing walking around looking all cute and stuff? Well, what the heck are you doing walking around looking all cute and stuff?
This poor guy.
He doesn't want to deal with it.
No,
at
he's
all.
like Instacarting.
Yeah, he's
Oh
like,
my goodness, is this guy single? Is he single, ma'am? Sure.
My wife.
I just thought you were cute.
Damn.
Can I get his number?
Do you like boys?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I thought I smelled the cutie patootie over here. I thought I smelled the cutie patootie over here.
I don't know who you are.
You don't know me, but you can get to know me.
Okay. This is some kind of prank show?
I just think you're cute.
Okay.
He's got that on his algorithm
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, and he slowly walks away. I love guys going, no. So I love that one.
Mm-hmm.
There's another great one that we've watched on the show that I try to share with the guys.
Yeah.
There's another great one where the prank is that you go into a Target bathroom and you see that one of the stalls is shut. So then you run to the cash register and you tell the guy at the cash register, "Oh my God, my brother is locked in the stall. Can you help him get out?" And they're like, "Yeah." See, he loves that. And they go, "Yeah, of course I can help him get out." And then you open the bathroom door for them so they go in on their own. And they start, "Sir, we're going to get you out of here." And they start unlocking the door. And the guys in the bathroom going, "What the hell?" Oh, no. And then the guy just laughs.
Yeah.
Right? It's great. It's great. Is this it?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it looked like it. They said the bathroom stall. Okay, watch it.
That much. And the stall's locked. Can you go underneath and unlock it for me? Yeah,
sure. Go
I
underneath.
appreciate that.
This is such a nice guy.
Alright, yeah, if you just want to. I even tried to.
Come on. Hey! This guy's like a nice guy. He's like ready to help. This poor guy. I mean,
you're not expecting someone to just pop under the door?
No, this dude just, and he's like tinkering with the lock on the outside. Laughing like a maniac. It's the most immature, dumb thing, but I don't know. It makes me...
He probably gets paid $7.25 an hour. Has to deal with this.
His life is hell. He hates it, and now this guy is showing up with
You think it's funny because if you were that age now, like, this is the shit that we'd be doing.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
I would be convincing my friend to film somebody and do this. Yes. Yes. Danielle, you seem to feel bad for the guy?
I mean, yeah, like it's these are hard because they're so funny, but like they are real people.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
there's no like consequences, right, for the jokester.
Consequences. Yeah, the consequence is we all guffaw.
Laughter
right.
is the consequence.
I mean, the prankster's making probably a lot of money off of this.
Is that the consequence that you meant? Yeah. There's monetary compensation.
Yeah.
A million views.
That's good.
It's good for them. Yeah.
Oh.
Like repercussions of like you just almost got this kid maybe fired. Like you get what I mean?
Right. You got a poor kid peeking his head under a bathroom stall.
And then you just laugh and go home.
Right.
And see all
that's
the views.
Upload it. You gotta do that.
You gotta upload it. Yeah. No, but you've painted a pretty accurate picture of what goes on. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
gotta put the subtitles.
Crazy context.
Yeah, you do have to put the subtitles in. Maybe do, and they add the sound effects. You heard that music in the beginning, so they did that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's work.
But so like now they're getting elaborate.
Yeah.
Because they realize this is going everywhere, and for a prank like that, anybody can just go in with their phone and pull that off, and all of a sudden, if they do it enough and they're good at it, they're gonna steal all that thunder. So this dude walked into Target with an army.
Uh-oh.
From a different location. Let's get this ironed out. Check your HR email.
Can you pause for a sec?
To a different one. They didn't need us there. They sent us here.
No.
Okay, well, yeah, put the sound down. Yeah. So the kid's got a name tag on.
Uh-huh.
He's got a shirt buttoned up. He's talking to the whole staff, saying that I'm from a different branch. And I'm buying it. I'm buying it. And he's got his glasses on. He looks professional. Watch what happens. And Target's like, we don't expect
your
you
HR
here.
emails. We were going into a different one. They didn't need us there. They sent us here. You guys are good to go. What do you mean we're good to go? Go ahead and bring the guys in. You don't mind?
You're not even on the phone, dude. Come on, get out of the store.
See if I was on the phone or not. Here. You guys can get to work. We're all good. Everyone get to work. If you guys want to go ahead and take over the lanes, go ahead. No, go ahead and take over the lanes. Go ahead and I need people at self-checkout.
You need to get
I'm
out.
the district, and these are my workers. These are my workers.
You guys need to.
He's got, hey, pause. He's got 25 people all wearing red t-shirts. Some of them are Target t-shirts. And he's like, everybody come in and get on a lane. They're all going to cash registers. And this poor guy that's managing the place is going, what? All of you, get out of here. Get out of here.
We need people at self-checkout.
I mean, this is like the levels of prank. Like
It's like Nathan Fielder.
Yeah. This is a television production levels of production.
Yeah.
And he's just
Take
a
over the
kid.
lanes.
Get out.
I do feel bad for that lady though.
Go ahead and manipulate.
Which
I need people
The
at
one who said she was calling the cops. Like it's not a prank if everyone knows within the first 5 seconds that it's a prank.
Still a prank.
I like how they just ignored it, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I
Who
think
just
this is
ignored
fun.
it?
The boys.
Yeah, they just walked right in.
Like, seeing this, it does make me, I
heard you laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know I'm not a huge fan of my generation, but this is so stupid that it's great.
They're like, we got a
I
job
like
to
it.
do. We're
I
here.
used to work at Target. Like, if this happened during my shift, I would have been like, this is amazing.
You're not hurting anybody.
Right.
No.
You're not hurting anybody. And yeah, if you worked at Target, you'd probably be like, I think I want to join this.
Right, like,
this
help
team.
me out. The lines are long anyway. You start
Yeah.
ringing some people up.
Yeah, you're right. Like this army of people who do not work at Target walk in. They're like, well, that guy's our boss.
Yeah.
So we're doing what that guy says.
I like I've seen a couple pranks where it's someone calling into like a juice store or something and saying that they're going to be sick for the first day on the job, and they just start naming people of, oh, well, I told Mike, there's no Mike here. Oh, yeah, Janice. And you just keep saying a name until...
Oh, Janice.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, at one point, one of the commenters, they said, we need people at self-checkout. It's self-checkout.
Yeah.
Why would you need
Yeah,
people there?
Well, you need a monitor to prevent
You
shoplifting.
gotta scan the fruit.
That's true. I forgot about the fruit.
Hate that part.
Is that what you had to do at self-checkout?
That wasn't a thing when I was working there.
Self-checkout?
Yeah, no.
I
What was
check
your
people's
specific
IDs.
job?
A Target?
Yeah.
Like I was on the floor and
Right.
Crush it.
organized everything and helped people find stuff with my little Zebra device.
Oh, that's cool.
I had a little walkie-talkie. It was supposed to do the register, but I would turn
Avoid.
my walkie off because I did it once and messed up the coins, and I was like, I'm never doing this again. Yeah.
Did you have to wear a red t-shirt and khakis?
Oh yeah. But I worked when it was seasonal, so it was Christmas, and our store won. We were able to wear denim for December. That's the award.
That's sick.
That's what you get rewarded if it's a good year.
Okay.
And
You get to wear denim.
Yep, for the whole month of December.
That's sick.
Is there a hierarchy of employees at Target? Because I remember working at J. Crew, and there was whoever was in a certain position was higher up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it was my first job. I was literally 16.
Yeah.
So,
But you have people that you're like, one day I'll get.
Is register more important than working the floor? Or
well, it's all different
floor
now.
jobs?
Now it's you go into a Target and there's like one register and it's all self-checkout. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Back
and no
then,
one's
it was-
working the floor.
No.
Yeah.
No, they're like, it's on
If
the
you need
shelf.
help, it's on you.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
one's
Whatever.
wearing denim.
And the Targets I go to,
Right.
but that's very telling. I'm gonna start going to Targets in December.
Yep.
And I'm only shopping at the ones where they're wearing denim.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
And
those are the best
congratulate
Good
them.
store.
Yeah, hey,
Hey, congrats to
congrats!
you.
I noticed the pants. Congrats.
You guys must work hard around here.
Yeah, and then the one guy goes, no, I just don't care. I just don't care anymore.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a thing anymore.
Right.
That was like 8 years ago or whatever. but-
Sure. At J. Crew, did they take themselves very seriously if they achieved a certain hierarchy of staff?
I think that if you were on the floor, you had a sales goal to meet, but we were like a very successful J. Crew. We had David Schwimmer came in a couple times. I helped him find pants.
From the OJ show?
I would say from Friends at the time.
Oh, yeah, Friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he also did that.
I forgot he did Friends. Yeah. I knew, he played the lawyer in the OJ show.
Yeah.
Juice.
You would probably he would be the first time if he was in the studio that he was never asked a friend's question.
I would go like this, Mr. Schwimmer. I mean, I know you're probably sick of this, but you worked on one of my favorite television shows.
Okay.
What was it like being on the set of the OJ show?
You know, just to bring it full circle, I'm pretty sure he was buying khakis.
Wow.
Yeah.
What month was it? Not December.
Hope not.
It was probably a cold month.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you help David Schwimmer?
I attempted to. He wanted to help himself. So.
No, I'm fine.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm getting ready for my role.
He
on the
knew
OJ
his waist
show.
size.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
And then that was also the time that Michelle Obama was wearing J. Crew everywhere. So her and her assistant came in a couple times.
Michelle Obama came to your J. Crew.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you help Michelle Obama
I
or
did
her
not.
assistant?
No.
Was she first lady at the time?
No, this is, I think, pre-presidency.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Or not her presidency.
So she wouldn't have
Yeah.
had to have Secret Service and stuff around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Michelle Obama ever went to your Target?
Oh, no. No.
It's not a competition.
Well, she said she had a denim Target, so I don't know.
Anybody famous go to your Target?
Hell no. No.
No.
Yeah, busted random Target in New Jersey.
Okay.
Bathrooms, horrid, as you know.
It was tough?
It was like a crime scene?
Oh, yeah.
Did you have to clean the bathrooms, or are there
No.
are there like that? Is that the bottom rung?
Yeah, that wasn't me.
Right.
No.
Right. I'm not doing Here's two things before you hire me. I'm not doing register. I'm not doing toilets. Anything else?
Yep.
Was it Los Angeles, J. Crew?
Chicago.
Oh,
Yeah.
Of course.
Yes.
Because that's where the Obamas were.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't know I don't know what David Schwimmer was doing there.
I think he lived in Chicago.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, listen. Let's see what happens with all these people walking into this Target.
Get out.
Hey, out.
No, go ahead and take over the lanes. Go ahead and need people. I need people at some
You need to get out of the district, and these are my workers. These are my workers.
You guys need to.
Customer, you're good. Do it.
Customer 8, I got trouble right here. No. Do not let him out.
No.
You guys do not work here. You guys are good to get out. You're literally cleaning this right now. What are we talking about? From a different location.
But they're like mopping down this stuff. They're actually being very helpful. Which it is genius that they know that that's the joke.
Mm-hmm.
Don't trash anything. Don't mess anything up. Go in there and be helpful and watch this guy go, no. Because there's nothing better than seeing a guy who takes his position of authority seriously, who's saying, you guys have to leave now. And everybody's just ignoring he even exists. Like, no, our boss told us to clean up this register.
Yeah, they're going to leave the place nicer than they came in.
Also, if he went easy on them on camera, don't you think that he might have repercussions from corporate?
Probably a bunch of guys
Corporate
walking in
might be on
red
him?
shirts.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And they don't like it in retail when you call the cops. You're supposed to threaten to call the cops, but they don't want you to actually call the cops, because the last thing Target wants is a bunch of cop cars outside the Target, because then people will think it's a violent Target. They won't know that there are TikTok perpetrators in there.
I love this.
Isn't it great?
I
I'm
love
just glad
when
they got
thought
out of
goes
bed.
into
A lot of
Yes.
Well, the guy in the black shirt is brilliant. His ability not to break while he's doing all this, especially for his age and what he knows is going on.
Right.
Because you only get one shot to do this. I mean, I guess you go to another Target, but when you're in the execution of it, you remember when AJ and I went to the car show?
Yeah.
And we got into the SUV.
That was a good prank.
With the publicist team.
Yes, I do.
We spent 10 minutes in there going through the entire demo, only to ask them if the onboard computer could access pornography for men who like to masturbate behind the wheel.
Mike and one of our staffers went to a car show, and the bit, I don't know the bit before they go, but they let me know the bit when they got back was that they were trying to get into as many cars as they can to learn about all the features so that they could then ask if they could easily masturbate inside the car. That was, and then they watched the salespeople because they wouldn't understand, right? You've been in there for 10 minutes. We thought
Full pitch.
Right. We thought we were really doing something here. So we can't just throw you out because we're in too deep.
Mm-hmm.
And then once the questions continue about, self-exploration.
Oh, we were ejected immediately.
yeah.
But there's this moment where you have them, but you can't break, because if you break, it fucks everything up. And this kid is so good at it.
He's so good. So I looked into him a little more yesterday because, you know me, nothing but free time. And so I looked into him more, and he has never done anything like this before, but his specialty is he does this prank, and he's smart because most of his pranks are with a group of people. And he does this prank where they find out a guy's name who works at the store before they go in. And then they separate. They go in separately.
Yeah.
Go to separate sections of the store. And then they scream the guy's name. And then the guy comes over to one of them to say, hey, stop screaming, you have to go. And while the guy's reprimanding the one who's going, I didn't scream, somebody on the whole other end of the store starts screaming the guy's name. And he goes, see, I told you, that wasn't me screaming. And I swear to God, there's another video. I could have watched them all day. They're the greatest.
So he's doing recon before he goes into these Targets.
Yeah. And finding out, and he'll find like one name tag, and he'll go, yeah, Tyler. He'll go, Tyler's my guy today. We're going to go in. All right, team. We're going to go in there. You take the northwest corner. I'm going to take the southeast. We're going to go in, and when you see Tyler is with me, give it 5. Scream Tyler at the top of your lungs. And
Should we watch one?
So yeah, some of these people, they get so angry because, to your point before, it's a prank, but you don't know exactly who's in on it and who's not, and you don't know what to do about it. You don't know how to stop it from happening.
You're just trying to work.
You're just trying to work. You probably hate your job, and you just want this to stop, but you don't know how to stop it.
Tyler, come help me, baby!
It's Tyler.
Tyler, get your ass over here!
I'm gonna have to ask you two to leave.
Why?
Because you're screaming my name and I don't like it.
I wasn't screaming your name. Why would I scream your name? I didn't even know your name. I think he needs your help.
I think he needs your help.
It's a pet help.
Me? I was near Tyler when it happened. Where is he? I was near him.
It doesn't matter, man.
And then the level, can you hit pause? The level of gaslighting that goes on when they get caught, and they're like, are you crazy? You can hear them shouting over there. That wasn't, I was shopping for pet goods. We're just in this I was trying to shop for food. I was with Tyler when the screaming happened.
I think he needs your
help. Are you crazy? And they're like, you're right, but you think all of us are in on this together. That's what you think. I don't know.
Where is he? I was near him.
It doesn't matter, man.
What do you mean?
The echo. They came in after. There's a third guy in here.
Okay, so there's someone else. Send someone. You better know for certain. Don't.
Yeah, hey, listen. If you're going to accuse me of something, you better know.
Because it also feels good, to your point about being petty earlier, it also feels good. See, when you know you're right, and you know you're going to be proven right, and you're going to demand an apology. Like, for instance, a week ago, I won't say who, but 2 idiots who are here.
Why are you pointing to Mike?
I was just stretching. Told me they don't have wireless charging in Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay.
So I felt great immediately because nobody spends more time in a Dunkin' Donuts than me. I know exactly where the wireless chargers are. So I made a video and showed them, and I got to come in on Monday feeling great. I was proven right.
You showed stickers on a table that would appear to have wireless.
We didn't see anything.
We didn't see anything charging.
Yeah.
Guess what I was using my phone to do? Video the charger.
Bring your iPad next time.
Or a GoPro.
Yeah, or GoPro.
Put it on my head to be like one of these IRL streamers.
Yeah. This kid would be great on Traders.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, he would because he's so misleading. But my point was,
this kid rules.
That
he's got a team.
Yeah, he does. He's great. But I feel like it is just as rewarding to know you're going to be able to get the apology because you appear to be right, even though the other person is in the right. Like if I'm going to make you say, see, I told you, I think you owe me an apology, even though you were right.
Yeah.
It still feels good for me, you know?
Yeah.
Because I just got another guy to scream. Yeah, I mean, look at these. Look at any of them.
Let's do
whatever you like. Whatever.
Hey man, what the fuck?
You want to yell?
No, why would we have yelled? I heard
Because
it.
I heard a younger man yelling, and the guy's going to do that. I need you guys.
No, I heard it too.
I heard it again.
No, well, don't blame me. I'm a professional.
Fuck!
Hey, if that's you guys yelling, you guys gotta go.
No, that was not us.
Okay.
No, until
we have animals here. We have
no, yeah, I agree. But that was not us. She already told us about that. It's not us though.
Okay.
No, I heard it. No, I heard it too.
Getting something here?
Why are you talking to me?
Because I'm trying to do something. Get the hell out of here.
Hey, don't talk to me.
Get out. Get out. You guys are doing something. Get the hell out.
Me. Hey.
Don't hate me. Watch your mouth.
I wasn't the one yelling, right?
Well, then what are you
Why are
doing?
you tweaking out?
Because you're starting that. Why are you
tweaking out?
tweaking out?
I told you guys.
Of course, somebody else yelling. You know,
Why are you tweaking out?
You know how frustrating it is as an adult to be dealing with a Gen Zer going, "Why are you tweaking out?" I would lose my mind.
Yeah.
If some kid was like, "Hey, bro, why?" Like, I know you are the one that screamed, "Bro, why are you tweaking out, bro?" I'm not tweaking out. I would lose my mind. I'd be so upset. But also, it'd be real funny, and I would have to respect it.
I love this kid.
You do?
Yeah.
You think
This kid's going to get a TV show.
I mean, does he need it? Is he going to get a TV show that gets 13, 14? Look at that. That's 40 million views. Is he going to get a TV show that's 40 million views?
I mean, I guess not, but he's great. He thinks of some funny shit.
Yeah, he does. Look at that one with 40 million views.
Which this one right here?
Yeah.
All right.
This got to be one of his best.
Probably good.
I don't know if he was screaming, but if it happens again, they're gonna have to.
No, like it wasn't me. I couldn't even scream if I wanted to. I lost my voice yesterday at a concert.
Well, no more screaming. You're gonna have to leave.
Me? Why would it be me who would scream like that?
Because you guys are the only ones over here. I'm just trying to figure out who it was because it's scaring my customers.
Oh, that's frightening. It scared the hell out of me too.
Okay, well if you see him, let me know.
Oh, I got you, of course. That was not me.
Yes, it was.
Check the cameras. That was not me.
I need you to get out now.
Wait, I'm telling you, that was not me.
You need to get out now.
You
now.
I told you that was not me.
Sorry.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
She was so frustrated with herself.
I know.
I told you that was not me.
Sorry. I'm very, very irritated.
You think that was me when I told you I lost my voice?
Sir, are you screaming?
I mean, it's so. There is something really cruel about putting a human in that state.
Yes.
They're right. You're lady. Like, I want to grab her and go, "You're right, lady. You're right to be frustrated. It was him. His throat isn't actually sore. And if it is, it's from screaming curse words in your store."
If you saw him in a store, would you be like, "Hey, I really like your work"?
If I saw him in a store, yeah, I go, "Look, I just want to tell you I appreciate like your work, what you do for the community. If there's a corner that I could go in and scream for you,
Just let me know.
I'd be happy to. If you need
I'm
an
here to help.
extra hand, yeah. Yeah.
Free of charge.
Is anyone covering Southwest right now? Because I can go over there and scream any profanity you want.
I wish he had some means to get up to the SiriusXM building so he could prank you.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah.
It would be an honor, you know? Or it would be even better if I was like, "Hey, like, can you sneak into some of these studios and scream really loud while they're on the air?" Like, it'd be great to just send them into the morning mashup studio. And like, they're just like, "Oh, how old do you think this celebrity is?" You just hear, "Fuck!"
Blood curdling scream.
And I go, "Nicole, I don't know who did that. I don't know who screamed like that." Yeah, I mean, these kids are geniuses. I don't know how to. 40 million views. He's got to be making a lot of money on TikTok. Yes.
Yeah.
Is he? I mean, how do you monetize?
Yeah, where do the ads come in?
I mean, I
'Cause I
would
don't think
assume
he's-
that some of these videos are longer than a minute. So if he's in the creator,
Oh, okay.
You know, it'd be fucked if he's making money through endorsements and these employees don't know the corporate's paying him to go into Petco because then you get 40 million people looking at Petco, and then the creators call corporate that we're going to do something about that. Then they call him. Great job. I mean, treacherous.
brilliant marketing if Target were to get in on that.
I would. I mean, because you know exactly which store every one of these videos is all at. Like, you could just look at them and you can tell that one's a CVS, that one's a Target. That's exactly what I would do. Exactly. But
To Travis's point, I would love to see him on the Traders. I feel like a show like that would be better than half this last season's cast.
Yeah. By the way, the UK traders, we just started watching that. That's fucking nuts because they're all regular people.
all are regular people.
They're all regular people.
Because I know in the U.S. they tried it with half reality stars, half
For the
regular.
first season, yeah.
And the reality stars just like mop the floor with them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm big into Traders.
Mhm.
I love the Traders.
Yeah.
But only this season. I've only seen season 3.
So Boston Rob.
It's great.
Danielle.
You watch it?
Yeah.
It's great.
I'm not fully caught up. But
Okay, I won't
yeah.
spoil anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Watch the UK one. If it's
Yeah?
just regular people, they go nuts at each other.
Are they ruthless?
Yes.
I actually just sent a friend that they have a casting for Traders Canada, and only Canadians can apply. So I sent
But that feels very polite.
You think?
I think you might be a traitor?
Yeah, I don't want to say, just for the show's
I'm
sake.
sorry?
I have to vote for someone, And, I don't, I want cutthroat.
I feel like Canadians can be cutthroat.
Excuse me?
They'll be nice to your face and cutthroat behind the scenes. Yeah.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
Or that, I'm pretending to be nice, but really, we know what you're saying.
Actually, imagine an entire season of Traders that's just hockey players.
Hockey, yeah.
I know a Canadian who pretends to be nice all the time. And she's super mean.
Where does she live?
She lives in Staten Island.
She lives close to you?
Right in my bedroom.
Is this your wife?
Yeah.
She knows where to cut.
Yeah, they're not all nice. Sometimes they send Sam texts about my Disney pin collection.
Travis is a big pin trader
I'm
in
not.
Disney. He loves Travis auditioned for the show The Traders, but it was just pin traders at Disney World. Yeah, it was a different. Thank you.
That was really good.
Thank you.
That was good.
Yeah, I got real into it for two reasons. Number one, I just love the show. Very manipulative. Everybody's so good at playing the game. Especially Zac Efron's brother, I thought was a beast.
Dylan.
He's got a name.
Okay. Zac Efron's brother from The
He
Traders.
was in his building yesterday.
Yeah, he was.
I know.
Yeah.
And you didn't meet him.
No, British Kathy. I
Yeah,
didn't
what was
mean-
that?
I'm half Canadian, half British.
Yeah. You're getting ready for your Europe trip right now. No, he was. It was too late. It's too late.
Oh.
I can't be waiting around for the Efrons.
Well, you've interviewed Nikki Bella before.
Yes, I've interviewed Nikki Bella. Yeah, she was a traitor.
She
no,
was, she was
on
not
the
a
Traders.
traitor. Yes.
Yeah, she was a faithful.
She was accused of being a traitor.
Which is bullshit.
By her friends,
Yeah.
which is even worse.
Hate them. I hate those people.
Mhm.
Yeah, but yeah, I love the game. But also, I don't know who any of these reality stars are because I don't watch any of these shows.
Yeah.
I don't watch your Bachelor shows. I
Yeah.
don't watch your Bravo shows. I don't watch any of them. But then they come on. I hear about this Tom Sandoval, and I go, everybody's talking about him. Scandoval. I don't know what the Scandoval is, but I know that it's big.
Mm-hmm.
And then he comes on. I go, is this guy is he an idiot?
The dumbest person ever?
He's so stupid. At least he comes across that way. I don't know if that's supposed to be, if that's his character from the Bravo show. I don't know, but he's he just says stuff on this Trader show that it's
He puts his foot in his mouth a lot.
you're like, what the fuck are you talking
so
about?
So the scandal was that he cheated on his partner of 12 years, and then
Shut
one
up.
of the things that he said on the show was when he was accusing someone of being a traitor. Well, typically women are cheaters, and that got him dragged by
That's great.
a collective. Everyone in the room hated him.
I mean, the producers must have been like, this is the fucking best thing I've ever heard.
They will probably cast him in another season just because
They have to.
ratings.
I mean,
Yes,
he was great. He was fantastic, but I was wondering if his gimmick on the other shows is that he's a dumb guy.
Well, the joke of it all was he was really good at the challenges.
He was.
He was good at that song challenge.
Well, because he's got perfect pitch. He's a musician.
But there was this one episode where, Alan comes in breakfast and, he always leaves with a little quip,
He's the quips on this guy.
Great.
Alan deserves an Emmy for his
All the
performance.
Emmys.
Yes.
I mean, a style Emmy, a quip Emmy, everything. He's great.
So he gives his little speech and he kind of, hints at what you're doing. And then he leaves and he goes, chip, chip. And everybody's talking about what Alan just said. And Tom goes, chip, chip. Has nothing to do with anything. It's just the way he said goodbye. And he's like, let's focus on that.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I think he's just a dumb guy.
I think he's a dumb guy. And I think he doesn't have that filter of let me not say this because it's going to come across real stupid.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that thing.
Yeah.
It's like Troy in a lot of ways.
Handsome.
Handsome.
Yeah.
Super handsome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only the good things, Troy. You're on the phone. I was just good things.
Unfiltered thoughts.
Yeah.
He said there was a really, 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 really dumb guy on a reality show, and he said Troy.
I didn't.
We had a good day today.
That's not
why are you tanking it?
See, Sam's trying to be on the Traders. Don't fool him.
That's what you said.
Don't be fooled. That's not what I
I feel like your mean Canadian wife is rubbing off on you.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. That's possible.
Yeah. I finished season 3, and then I've started season 2.
Okay.
But only
Trishelle.
with Trishelle. But only the first episode.
I liked season 2.
I like season 2 as well.
Season 2 is good.
Yeah.
They need more people from the challenge in that era.
The end of season 2 was nuts for a
Yeah.
second.
It was?
Yeah.
I was actually really bummed season 3 West didn't go further. I feel like they were very calculated about getting the actual game players out early.
I know.
Which
And if I was a producer on that show, I'd be like, hey, why don't you slow the fuck down? I'm putting the good TV
Yes.
guys off the
Yeah,
show
yeah.
so early.
Yeah.
But that one lady from Survivor, what's her name? Carolyn? With the yeah. she
Oh,
looks like
yeah,
that. Yeah. That's exactly. She has those eyes,
She's
those
insane.
quizzical eyes all the time. She's a lunatic.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, I did not think I would like it.
No, it's a
but
great show.
It was one of those shows. My next show that everybody, once I hear it enough times in my social circle, which means my children are talking about it. Once I hear it enough times, like around me, I'm like, okay, all right, I got to watch the show. Severance was the one.
Okay.
Because you and Ronnie B kept talking about it. I was like, okay, obviously there's something here. And then I watched Melchek on Stephen Colbert's show.
Oh, yeah.
He's not like Melchek at all.
No.
He's got a full beard. No mustache, with the mustache, but with the full beard. He's wearing a vest with no shirt under it.
No sleeves.
I know. Although part of me was like, you know how like Jaleel White spends a lot of his time trying to convince people that he's actually really cool?
Oh.
Because he doesn't.
Melchek's doing the same thing?
I kind of feel like he's trying specifically to not be Melchek. You know?
I guess. I mean, everybody already thought he was the man in season 1 when he was doing the dance for the dance party. The jazz.
He was the man.
Yeah,
I'm
he was
like,
the man.
I'm like, bro, he could go into any department and have anybody that he wants right now.
But he's just full Clark Kent in real life.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah. So Severance was the first one. Then I kept hearing about Traitors. I was like, let me put Traitors on. Great, loved it. Went right through it. The next one is The White Lotus.
Oh, yeah.
I keep hearing.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah, I guess. Do you watch?
I watched the first season and I thought it was good, and then I heard the second season wasn't good. But Jim said he loved the second season.
He said he didn't love the ending of the first season.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I'll watch, but I'll watch season 3 because I love Walton Goggins.
He's not in the other 2 seasons?
No, it's a different cast every year.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's, Jennifer Coolidge
Right.
is the one through line. And
Is
most
she in
of this-
3?
She.
You can tell me. It's fine.
Did you watch season 2?
No, but I know she's in it.
She died at the end of season 2.
Okay,
Rest
well
in
now,
peace to
all right.
Stifler's mom.
Yeah. But I got to go to the hotel. I didn't stay there, but I got to go to the hotel that is in season 1 in Taormina, Italy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Gorgeous.
Fine.
Yeah.
Wow.
They got to film there, I think, during COVID, so they shut the entire place down
Oh, that's
just
great.
for them.
What were
Yeah.
you doing in Taormina, Italy?
I was vacationing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Miss Taormina vacation.
Parker Posey's in season 2, right?
I think she's in season 3.
Oh, nice.
That's
Yeah.
this season, right?
Yes.
The new season?
Yeah.
I'll watch anything with Parker Posey.
Yeah. Mike, does it ever bother you that Jennifer Coolidge is having this like big resurgence right now? Everybody's doing impressions of her. Everybody's talking about like she's the shit right now, whereas you, who loves American Pie,
An OG.
Yeah, and all of the straight to DVD
The original. She was the
sequels.
original MILF.
Right. The fact that everybody hasn't been sitting there since she was Stifler's mom going, she's the GOAT.
Well, there are latecomers.
Okay, and you don't mind that.
But it's fine. Yeah, no, I'm a fan.
That's great.
She's a great talent.
Because she was, I mean, American Pie and all those Christopher Guest movies, she's great.
But particularly American Pie.
Sorry.
You know who's also great?
Who?
Eugene Levy.
From
American Pie.
And Eugene Levy.
Many of the American Pies. Straight to DVD releases as well.
Mike loves all the American Pie movies, including the ones that you've never seen.
Okay.
That's my favorite cinematic universe.
The Naked Mile, the
Beta House,
Beta
Book
House.
of Love.
And Stifler's in all of them, right?
So it's the Stifler family
Oh, you did
sort
it.
of
Oh,
carries
yes.
the flag.
Okay.
All the way through Girls Rule, which was the last one.
American
is
Pie Girls Rule.
A female Stifler cousin.
Oh, Jesus.
Boy, that's got to be that's got to be something I just got to see.
Well, let me tell you something, Sam. She is just as twisted as the rest of
You're
them.
kidding me.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, and a female.
Yep.
That's a twist I didn't expect. That's why you got to keep it through the straight to DVD release.
The only time diversity, equity, inclusion has actually worked out.
You love that. You love DEI when it comes to American Pie.
It worked.
That's what they called it, right?
American Pie,
American,
DEI.
yeah.
Girls Rule.
Yeah.
Well, also bringing it full circle, Gabby Windy from The Traitors this season
We love Gabby.
there was a huge online push to have her play Jennifer Coolidge's daughter in season 3 of White Lotus because they have very similar mannerisms.
And features. I could see them as like
Yeah,
Yeah.
she sounds just like her.
the cadence in which she speaks.
People love her all of a sudden.
And
Gabby.
I've loved her for years.
What's she from?
She was from the Bachelorette world. Yeah,
She was the Bachelorette.
Yes.
Oh.
They actually, that was the season
were
where they had two.
Gabby and Rachel.
But she was so popular from her telling off Clayton Echard on his season, and then she's amazing on TikTok. Now she's a lesbian.
Yeah,
I saw that.
And the girlfriend's like a comedian.
Yes,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
But Gabby could be a comedian, or doesn't she do some comedy stuff? Her podcast.
Yeah, but the girlfriend does stand up. Like
Yes.
she was in some videos that we were watching a few weeks ago with other guests. Like she's in the world of comedy for real.
Yeah. I know her from the show The Traitors.
Yeah, no.
No.
She's been on reality TV now for 5 years, more than that.
Yes, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she was on The Bachelor and then she became The Bachelorette?
Mm-hmm. And there were 2 that season.
Wow.
And she was the better one. Did you watch that? She was way better than Rachel.
A lot of people preferred Gabby and wanted her to have her solo season.
Gabby's wife,
right?
Oh, they're married.
was on that B and Ian clip.
Yes, it was Ian.
Now we're
yeah, I
cycling
saw
back.
her and I was like,
Jordan
I know
didn't
her.
That's Gabby's wife.
Yep.
Gabby's wife.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. That's the comedian that went on Being Eaten with Jordan and didn't know who Jordan Jensen was and didn't know she was a comedian.
And then Jordan got real shitty with
And
it.
Jordan got shitty and she knew Ian was a comedian but did not and said, I had no idea you were a stand-up.
There's actually probably a lot of TikToks that you scrolled past on your FYP before you got to the pranks that were Gabby Windy sounds, which you didn't realize at the time.
No.
She has a lot of very viral clips.
Does she shout in department stores?
No. She does nail reveal videos and she'll say, I got blur, and they're just blue nails.
Yeah, she's very weird.
I like that.
In the best way.
I like that. She was good on Traitors.
You should follow her. Yeah.
I'll follow her.
Okay.
I'll give. She probably used the follow. I'll give her the follow. Well, Kathy Kelly, it has been an absolute joy and a pleasure. You can follow Kathy Kelly at Kathy Kelly on Instagram, at Catherine Kelly on X. Actually, somebody wants to talk to you real quick.
Uh-oh.
Miguel in Los Angeles.
Oh.
What's up, Miguel?
Hey, what's going on? Hey, Kathy, how's it going?
Miguel, how are you?
I'm doing well, Hey, earlier you talked about, D-Bag hating you and all that, but during your night show days, but I don't know if you knew that Candace hated you.
Who's Candace?
Candace Dixon in your mouth.
Oh! Got him. He got her. She did not see that one coming.
Yeah, didn't see it at all.
She did not see that one coming. Miguel, you nailed that one, dude.
Just like the old days, right?
Yup.
It was great talking to you, Kathy.
Yeah, great to talk to you too.
Thanks, Miguel. Kathy will be on SmackDown and Raw, of course, here in the States. You can watch SmackDown on USA at 8 p.m. Every single Friday. And Netflix streaming Monday Night Raw every Monday. And this is very exciting since it's international. We're going to be able to watch it early. It's going to air live. So, on Monday, it'll be out at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So for the huge population of people who one of their jobs is right after Monday Night Raw on a podcast, they'll be able to do it at
You can sleep a little earlier.
5:30,
yeah,
6
you can do it with your entire social circle before they go to bed.
That's right. My social circle will be there. This is going to be great. Thank you, Kathy.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
This has been Sam Roberts Show. If you missed anything or want to hear it all over again, check out Sam Roberts Show on the SXM app.
Greetings and citations, fine shits.
Dismayed recently, this week. I hadn't gotten a chance to bring it up, but I was feeling dismayed because they had said that, there was a new district attorney in Los Angeles, which is a city in California. And this new district...
Really bringing everybody in.
Well, yeah, just because people listen to their radios and they go, what's he talking about? Los Angeles? What is that? I don't understand. I mean, I know this is satellite radio. This is the future, but come on, let's not get there that fast. Don't leave me behind. I would never. So, they call him the DA, this district attorney.
That's his nickname.
That's his nickname. They call this new district attorney, they've been calling him the DA. Now, only recently, I started reading newspapers, but this is what I'm gathering. I said, "Oh wow, they call him the DA." Okay, so this the DA. He said, because remember last year, like towards the end of the year, last quarter of the year of last year, they said that they were going to think seriously about resentencing. They were going to like try to have a trial to resentence the Menendez brothers.
I feel like that was actually over the summer because the elections.
Right, it was in like November.
Yeah.
Right. So they said they were getting ready to do it. They were going to do it in like the fall, probably. That's probably right. Mm-hmm. And they said it was because they saw the show, the Ryan Murphy show, and they were like, "This sucks. We got to do this." Remember that Milli Vanilli song at the end? That was so sad. We got to get these guys out of jail, and so they were going to resentence them. And the thinking was that if they resentenced the Menendez brothers based on the fact that maybe they killed their parents because they were horribly physically, sexually abused by the dad, and that's, that led to them shooting him with a shotgun, that if they resentenced them, then the resentencing would be like, okay, and guess what? Good news. They've served their new sentence already, so they get to go home and go back to spending their dad's money. So that's
I don't know if they still get the money.
Well, they should get it was in the will, right?
It's probably been in the commissary.
Oh, you think they spent it on MP3s and honey buns?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if one of them spent it all in the commissary and the other one was like, okay.
Fuck's the money?
Right. Like they went to their separate prisons when they were singing, "I'm gonna miss you" at the end of that show. Remember that? When the two vans were splitting up?
No, I remember.
And they were both listening. Yeah, they were both listening. One was listening to Millie, the other was listening to Vanilli.
I think you're confusing like,
"I'm gonna miss you," and they was playing in the vans.
"I'm gonna miss you, baby."
Yeah, exactly. And at the time, they thought Milli Vanilli was actually singing it. It was crazy.
Oh, I wonder if they even know.
I hope no one told them, because that's one of those like earth-shattering.
They get out and they're like, "So when's Milli Vanilli going on tour?"
No, they're gonna go like, "I can't believe somebody that talented with that great of a voice killed themselves. That's so sad." They're like, "That great of a voice? He was."
Eric, sit down.
Eric, I hate to tell you this. Not only were they lip syncing, that one specifically, he was a hideous singer. He was terrible. They showed him in the studio. He couldn't do it at all. What?
Not Rob.
No. I'm sure Rob. No. 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 I think I would know if these recording artists.
Milli Vanilli.
Recording artists from the late 80s, early 90s. I don't think so. Nice try. Yeah, but so they said they were going to resentence him, and then a new district attorney took over.
Well, that was also like a lot of people felt like this was an election ploy by the DA, by the previous DA, to get votes. Like, hey,
isn't that? By the way, that is so great. Anybody that was around in '93 that remembers the original coverage of the Menendez trial, like, talk about an earth-shattering revelation. I would say it's a bigger deal to find out now that Milli Vanilli were lip syncing. It's like, no, sit down again. The Menendez brothers are now our heroes.
Remember the guys that everybody hated?
Yeah. The guys that were like, yeah, we want to give them the electric chair. No. In New York, they did a scam to try to get people elected by pretending they weren't going to do congestion pricing because everybody hates tolls. In LA, they did a scam pretending like they were going to let the Menendez brothers out of jail because people love the Menendez brothers the way they love not having to pay for tolls.
I actually do think that if that DA had won, that he would have resentenced.
I think so because they
like. I don't think it was like a scam.
He had Netflix.
Yeah,
I think it was a scam in the sense that of the timing.
Absolutely.
The timing of it is the scam.
But he was lucky because, like.
And by the way, I'm pro scam for the record. This is not a criticism.
Pro any scam?
Any scam.
Well, yeah, I mean, we know.
I love scams.
You love giving a quick 50 when it's due.
For the scam. You know what I mean? You know what? You deserve a reward for this scam. I love scams. So I'm not anti the scam. And then when the scam reveals itself, I go, good one.
One for you.
Yeah. They're like, guess what? $9 to drive into the city. Good one. I'll see you on the train. Yeah, so then this new DA comes in. The scam didn't work.
No, he lost it
because he lost the election. I don't think it was Menendez related, but he lost the election. And so then this new DA comes in, and he had been saying, yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing the trial. We're not going to retry the Menendez. We're not doing the resentencing. We're not doing that. We're going to keep him in jail. And it was like, what are you watching, Max? You don't have Netflix? You don't know what happened? But he said, no. You didn't see the scene where Chloe Sevigny was tearing that kid's wig off? Like, I mean, they were doing terrible things to these Menendez brothers.
Show some respect.
What?
Sevigny.
She did tear the kid's wig off, okay?
Sevigny?
Yeah, there's a G in there. So, this ain't France. I know you're a big pro-France guy.
Well, we established that earlier this week.
You love the French, but no. It's Chloe Sevigny, and it's Freedom Fries in my house.
Wow.
And this is my house. But now, okay, so he says they're not going to retry the Menendez after all.
No, on Monday, the new DA, district attorney.
But they call him the DA.
Yeah.
That's his nickname.
He asked the court to withdraw the previous district attorney's motion for resentencing, and he said that the brothers' claims of self-defense is lies. So he's 100% on the opposite side.
Yeah, he
He's
thinks
saying-
it's 93.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Like, come on, dude.
He said, our position is that they shouldn't get out of jail.
Who's our? Yours, not ours, not mine. I say put them out of jail. They're just trying. They're not. Who else are they going to shoot? Okay, at this point.
Well,
I mean, the self-defense claim is tough because they weren't being molested while they were shooting.
So you're saying if they had waited for the next molestation?
Yeah, you just got to go lay in your room, wait for the door to swing open.
Dad, I'm disobeying you.
No blankets.
Right. Okay. Maybe that might have been the better move, I guess. It's just for the self-defense.
Yeah.
claim.
Yeah, I mean, you got to always work backwards from the conviction.
That's right. No, you're 100% right. If they had better planning, but they're also, it's not like they're going to be exonerated. They're saying it's not like self-defense, but it's kind of self-defense in the sense that, like, okay, what if we like sit in jail for 30 years and then can we get out? That's all they're saying. It's not like they can't give back the time. They've already been in there for 30 years.
Like they can't sue for wrongfully